7. Hello, internet friends. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu on Quests and Chaos. It is Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. Am I? Oh, I am on the right page. Look at me. We are so excited that we are getting closer and closer in the geological sense to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Ooh. And you can help out. Give us a comment, like and subscribe when what you're watching. It helps us out a lot when you helps people find us. This week, our challenge, your challenge, I'm not going to do it, your challenge.
Stay out of jail.
Oh, okay. I could do that, probably.
Yeah.
But this week, the challenge we have for you is to comment a timestamp of your favorite moment in today's episode. It's probably going to be right now. Or maybe
a good moment.
Maybe now? And that was pretty good.
How about now?
Pretty good.
No, the first one.
The first one was the better one?
Everyone should just do that.
I like it.
Yes, the disembodied voices are hilarious.
For those of you that don't know, a timestamp is, whatever the number of the video. I don't actually know what a timestamp is.
You're doing a great job, Ezra.
It's, that's what I need to know.
We're all big fans over here.
Thomas, would you make the clicker work? But while we're waiting for that, a program note. So February, we once again are faced with the wonderful problem of having cast members that are talented actors.
Yay!
Not me.
No.
Not Nick.
No.
But
once me.
This side.
At one point.
but
not this time.
Sometimes Dane.
This time.
No, one of them is you.
At times.
Yeah.
But this time.
Pooja has been cast in a play. It is a dark, kind of Brechtian take on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's not Brechtian enough.
The Oompa Loompas are an allegory in this one. Pooja's playing all of the Oompa Loompas.
I mean, that does sound kind of fun.
She's in that setup with, remember the Michael Jackson dancer that had like the five fake guys with him and the line thing?
Sure.
Yeah,
She's got that set up for to be a whole line of Oompa Loompas. Did nobody watch The Gong Show? My gosh.
You're ancient.
I don't like this game.
Timestamp.
You're the one bringing up The Gong Show, my dude. We love you, Ezra. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Gong Show.
So I'm cast in a show.
Yay!
Because of that, we're going to be off for 2 weeks. Yeah. kind of because of that. Yes.
I feel I'm ossifying. Thomas watched The Gong Show.
I can see you right there.
So we are going to be off for 2 weeks for the 10th and the 17th. We will be back on the 24th for the big... Was that Lincoln's birthday? Which one was second, Washington or Lincoln's birthday?
Lincoln's February 12th, because that's my brother's
which birthday comes first?
Yeah.
Which president came first? Because Washington came first as a president. I don't know about their birthdays.
Wow,
I never
good
knew
call, Dr. History.
Yeah, I never went to any of their birthday parties.
Washington came
And then Lincoln
first.
came second.
Yeah.
He was the second president.
Well, Lincoln was polite, but...
I knew someone was going to get there.
It's nice to have a caring lover. So...
What?
I don't.
Came first.
I like it. No, I get it now.
It's a way Homer, So we will be off for those 2 weeks so that Pooja can be a star.
Be a star. Superstar.
But she's only going to, she's also the kind of star that's going to end up back here, so how much of a star really,
Win for us.
Let's be
Our
clear.
hearts.
The kind that's getting paid.
Yeah, that's true.
That's important.
We're getting paid?
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're not.
She's getting
She is.
paid.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Elsewhere.
We are not.
That means you're no longer an amateur.
Hey.
So now you can't get in the Olympics.
Oh. What?
You've given up your Olympic...
Yeah, they've added acting.
the Olympics of acting.
Everything goes
Al Pacino's
now.
like, well, it's about damn time.
After they let snowboarding in, it was just kind of like,
Wow.
oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Wow, you really hate snowboarding.
Ezra, you're on fire.
We're about to be on fire.
That's getting less and less sincere every time you say
We got coins in Tavern Upkeep.
Oh, do we?
That.
Thanks for bringing it up, Nick.
Don't try and get this wreck back on the rails. But that is true. Somehow, something Nick said actually has happened. And we do have Tavern Upkeep, which, in large part to our patrons...
Patrons.
Our Patreons.
Not Patreons, as I have been corrected. We're at 49%, and it's, what is it, the third?
So I got two things right, is what you're saying.
I don't think that's right.
I believe it. I believe in Nick.
Oh, no. Sorry. Incorrect. Circle gets the square.
What?
Hollywood Squares.
You're ancient.
Read a book.
Timestamp.
Which one?
Which Hollywood Squares?
Book. You can't just say read a book and it may not be specific.
I mean, just read any book.
I read lots of books, and it's not about Hollywood Squares.
Well, then read better books.
It's a biography of Paul Lynde.
Much more interesting.
Paul Lynde has a direct, strong connection to the Great Dane Society.
Does he?
Yes. Yes. I made him a bunch of offers they couldn't refuse.
Yep. Yep.
We have some coins
Ah, yes.
from our
coins.
dear friends. My buddy Cheesecake Fries, has given me 2 cheese coins. Are those like, it's like Hanukkah geld made out of cheese, maybe?
Maybe.
Yummy.
There is actual cheesecake out in the front room.
That's right.
Are,
I had it.
we
But not coin.
Yeah, but not cheese coins.
But it's actual cheesecake, which I feel like is better.
There's very little cheese in cheesecake. I really feel like it's a misnomer.
That's
What?
not true.
No, there's tons of cheese.
Ricotta
in
and cream cheese. At least the one that I made.
Shows what you know.
I don't like cheesecake. I don't.
Oh.
We also have we've already kicked the dessert topics to death in like the first 3 seasons.
In the first episode of this season.
That's true. We
had a long dessert
yeah. Oh man, we got a talking to after the episode because of our dessert talk.
Here we are.
That was
talking
back
about
when
it
Thomas
again.
cared. Now it's just resigned. He's just like, how long can I go play Baldur's Gate 3 for while this is?
Thomas is a tyrant.
Remember when Jordan on the Thomas? Oh, I'm like reading Thomas on the fly.
That's dangerous.
Remember when Jordan on the Dream Team was amateur? There's so much misspelled there. I can't even. That's like one of those things that they put up on the internet where it's like, if you can read this, your brain is good, and it's like, he misspelled keyboard.
Keyboard.
He's saying it's the keyboard. The keyboard misspelled it.
How?
Yeah.
How many?
It's a poor player that blames their tools.
How many coins?
We have 2 coins from our buddy Seth to 3 nerds and a butler. Which one of you, I want to know, is Judge Reinhold? That's the...
Okay, so I guess it's me because I'm the only one with the finger on his nose.
Well, there you go.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, man. I'm off. Thank you so much. Your coins, I don't know if you watched the last episode, they spent every coin they had.
Yep.
We were wrecked. We're still wrecked.
We are
It's
in
true.
the wreck.
It's
Yeah.
true. And
The wreck is happening.
The wreck is au courant. And let's...
Reckoning.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Would someone like to do a recap
I
of the
noticed
last...
you asked when we're on the air and not at any time in the week before.
This time I think I have a semi-coherent recollection of things, but I'm not. I mean, someone else
All right.
can do
No,
it.
please.
It's all Nick.
Okay.
Don't be coward, Nick.
Come on, Nick. You've already gotten 2 things right today.
Oh no.
That's like a good day. I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna stop there though.
Probably.
Okay, so let me try and recall. So I remember waking up in the morning.
Editing.
What are you doing?
That's the doodle.
Oh,
I mean, at least he didn't talk about the formation of the Earth. But you could.
Okay, we'll speed up.
Yeah.
There were dinosaurs. Anyhow, okay.
Oh, hot take.
This is why it brings
The Earth was created 4,000 years ago. You can't fool
Come
me.
on.
Ah, you're right. The devil snuck him in there.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay. So woke up, and let's see. I can totally do this. Sorry, my brain is so. Hold on.
You said you had
You
it.
volunteered.
You said you had it.
You've now only gotten 2 things right
Mr.
today.
Meerkat was at breakfast, and so we took that opportunity. That's all I remember his name as.
Mr.
Mr.
Meerkat.
Mincap. Yeah.
And
I like
Mincap the
Meerkat.
Magnificent.
Meerkat, the magnificent Meerkat. Yes.
Matana.
Just imagine Nathan Lane doing that voice.
Yeah.
And so Klaus and I, Rudy, took that opportunity to
For the podcast listeners.
for our podcast listeners to go check in on Brian and see if we couldn't help him. Yeah, we had a nice little heart-to-heart, and then
Didn't you help him to death?
we're not there yet.
Yeah, not yet.
That's not going to be a part of the. 'Cause here's the great part. I was not conscious for that.
It's true. This is from your
So this is
from
going to be
Rudy's
a very
perspective.
there's going to be short because a huge chunk of this is missing.
It all in
because-
black.
Oh yeah. And even when I came to, things were fuzzy. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. So we opened up the door, and it was filled with unnatural shadow, of which light could not penetrate. I managed to push it back a little bit with a match. And I bravely, not foolishly, decided to try to see if I could get through the shadows to Brian to get his fez off. When I had a shadow creature gouge a chunk out of my chest, but it was very pleasant in that it was. I mean, the experience wasn't pleasant, but the shadow creature was pleasant in that it cauterized the wounds as it did it, so I wasn't bleeding
nice,
everywhere, not losing all the juice. What we were talking?
Body juice.
No, I was catching up on the episode. Juicy, too juicy. What I heard.
Easy.
Yeah.
Juice.
So at that point, we decided to make our way back and inform Beddoes and Julius of the situation. We managed to bring oh God, what's his name?
Forgot the whole Benedict thing. That was
Oh, I did eat
We're
a
not
lot
at the
of eggs.
Benedict. He didn't get the Benedict yet.
Not
we
till
talked
later.
about boiled eggs. Henri. We also roped in Henri on the situation. He told us.
You just consulted notes.
Notes, yeah, I wrote his name down. Because it was escaping me.
Who are you and what have you done with Nick?
No,
He's
sometimes
changed
I don't
over the
just
last
draw,
5 years.
Yeah, I don't just draw pictures. But
I do.
Now he's
Check
going
out
to show
this
us a
picture.
picture. That is, wow.
Pretty good.
here, you want to see it?
No, I saw it. It's,
It's a golden retriever.
no, it's not. It's a retriever of souls.
Okay.
That's a Metallica song, isn't it?
Retriever of
And
Souls,
as far as
my
I
favorite
know.
one.
Because he was told of the medical emergency. What are their last names? Brian and
Myers.
Myers. The Myers, yeah.
Millicent.
Millicent. Yeah, I'm gonna dump those names.
I thought it was
immediately.
Matilda, so.
Matilda.
Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna make her name Matilda.
She's not like 80.
What? Well, all Matildas had to have been born at some point.
Yeah,
They all went
exactly.
through
Matilda's an
aging.
old woman's name.
In the 1890s?
Well, everything was an old woman's name in the 1890s.
That's true. They were all old
That's a
women.
good point.
Where the hell am I?
I don't think you mean that.
We made our way to.
This recap is longer than the episode.
We made
Whose fault
made
is
our- And the Turk was standing in the way. He was
tall
immovable.
Turkman. Yeah, yeah.
They were speeding through. Finally, Henri decided to go get a gun and have a showdown, to which the Turk finally conceded. Went
Oh,
back
and I
in the room.
punched him. I punched him
You give him a little
punched
in the
him.
face. Give him a little
punched him in the
push in the
face.
cheek.
You
Yeah.
certainly tried, so.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's very good. gun to his head.
Yeah, okay.
Tall Turk.
So he went to the room. Henri retreated to recoup. We went in. And that's when things get fuzzy for Rudy. Klaus went by to go and try and get the fez off. I don't remember exactly when. There was screaming. I couldn't see because there was a Turk in my way. And
Is that
then
racist?
I remember the Turk grabbing my face. I managed to push off with my legs, jab him in the face with the candelabra, with the flames.
Did not
I
enjoy
had
that.
him. Then everything went black.
You should see the other guy.
No. Then I came to, and
There were Russians screaming at each other.
There was lots of screaming. There was blood. There was Brian serpent devouring his wife, Matilda. It appeared,
gunshot.
it appeared that Klaus had gotten the fez because he had something wrapped under his arm and his hand was bleeding. As I was getting to, Klaus was taking the candelabra and trying to burn Brian off of. Ooh, oh, I don't have to do any motions. You got it. Oh, no, do a snake. Do a snake. Oh, that's a good snake.
Dane
Yeah.
is helping out our closed caption viewers.
So he was burning him off of her, and then there were gunshots with the screaming next door. So the fight must have spread. I had enough of it. So I got up and I was making my way to the lounge to where I saw a man who had been stabbed in the shoulder. Oh yeah, my shoulder had been dislocated as well.
Or shattered.
Shattered. You know, it's hard to tell right now. Wait till the swelling goes down, then we'll sort that out completely. We made our way into the lounge to where we found one of the what do you call the train operators? The
conductors.
One of the conductors who had beaten in the face of another conductor who had a fez on.
The bartender.
I mean,
Gustav.
yeah, well, with his face, I couldn't tell.
My bartender.
Ooh, show me your bartender. Oh, that's good bartending.
yeah.
You've done this before.
I thought you'd do the cocktail.
Okay.
Ninja. That's ninja. Now you're doing genius.
Beddoes had the book.
Yes. I had the book, and then I got tackled and I got taken away.
No, wait.
The most athletic thing MenCap has ever done.
No, I didn't see that. When I came in, I think you had the book.
Yes.
And then they ran into the next car.
No,
this is the lounge.
No,
Oh, right.
He came in after I had gone and taken it back from.
Yeah. So I just saw Beddoes had the book, and then Fez on. We were behind the bar looking for Silver to try and get the Fez off of the one on the ground. Then Henri came in with a Fez. That milkshake and beer. That's the way to do it. Oh.
Henri has a fez on, though.
Yeah.
Henri is here.
We'll save him.
We'll save him.
Okay.
We can save him.
That's so what
can-
happened.
All right, there
Best
you
of my
go.
recollection.
That was a lot of recollection. It was an action-packed episode. That was very well done. Very well
No,
done.
that was not well done.
We're proud of you, buddy.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Our
I did.
friend from Thailand, Lope. I hope
Hello.
please tell me if I'm not saying
Hi,
that
Lope.
right. Loap, I want please tell me how to say your name. I
like
would
Lope
appreciate it. But you know,
Could never know.
yeah.
Get some phonetic
I would
spelling.
like
Different
to-
emphasis on the syllables.
Yeah, I'm always I want to call somebody what they want to be
Sure.
called. But so the first guess was correct.
Lope.
So Lope. Well,
Hey.
our friend from Thailand, Lope, has given one bot to the players.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Oh
Lope.
man, I overshot.
You did. You caught the edge of the train.
We greatly appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching every episode, Lope. We appreciate it. Well, I don't know, what time is it in Thailand right now? Yesterday?
Very early or very
Tomorrow?
late?
I think it's
3 days from now?
at least 10 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how
I think
time works.
yeah, I think it's morning. I had a boss who lived in Thailand part-time, so I had to,
Make those.
Okay. Okay, yeah. No, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, I think 10 hours is right.
Okay.
Also worked with someone who was, and we would, around this time, they would be getting into work and we would be staying late. Okay.
I should stop asking questions like that.
You really should.
So, we are in initiative. And they're passing notes.
Nice try.
Don't hide secrets from me.
I drew Julius.
Oh, okay.
Oh, our adorable clown man.
He looks like.
That looks like Edvard Munch, just like...
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Thank you for recognizing that.
Edvard Munch made out of Legos or something. So, we're in initiative. There is one zombie. There's in the room and Henri in the door.
So
And
the zombie in the room had his face bashed in.
yep,
You said
on-
dead, but we're gonna.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to give
didn't
anything
see
away,
it.
but he's got an initiative. And the porter is still in here as well.
The one with the gun.
Yes. No.
Yeah. Because he
Yes.
bashed his
Yeah.
face in with the gun.
Yeah, he did bash his face in with a gun, and I'm gonna make a
Which is
sand
not
roll
how
for
you use
him
a
with
gun.
Henri. Well, none of so just because there's a gun on the train doesn't mean there are people that want to shoot a gun on the train.
I don't
I know.
understand.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you give us dynamite, we know what to do. We don't I'm gonna whack you with this stick of dynamite. We understand.
And this is why preventative violence never works.
This is why preventative violence always works.
Just think about all the violence that would have occurred if that initial violence hadn't been used. It's mind-blowing.
It's
Well,
it
a couple
solves all
minds.
the immediate problems. It causes new ones, but
He makes his sand roll, so let's see. I think you have the highest initiative of the party.
No.
Oh.
I'm 65.
65 is going to be the highest. That's actually the highest out here, so 65.
Oh God.
It may shock you. From what you learned of Henri, moving fast is not his.
But he's got a steady firing arm. Don't let him get that gun.
Yeah. We have it's a reasonable assumption that we might have enough time to get it off of his head before it chews through into his brain. So I'm actually going to snatch a tablecloth off of one of the tables and effectively try to clothesline him with it and tie him up.
Rachel, it's the new version of the Curtain Bandit, the tablecloth bandit.
Yes, that is what Bennis was known as in his youth.
In our home game, Rachel is playing a character that steals curtains and
I love it.
uses them as a weapon.
I don't know what you would like me to roll.
Well, first I want you to make a luck roll.
Okay. Don't love that.
This is for getting it off cleanly?
I'm not trying to get it off cleanly. I don't care.
I'm not telling you what this is for.
That's a 99.
Oh, fantastic.
God damn it.
So lucky.
So the table that you went to do this to is fully set. And so there is just a massive clatter as, the weird fancy people 3 plates on top of each other getting smaller and smaller Jenga tower. You just pull it all off and now there are, if anybody forcibly hits the floor, there are pottery sherds all around.
I think sherds are what are dug up, the archaeological ones.
I just always heard pottery sherds. I don't know.
Sure, you did.
Oh, you're doing great, Dane.
Thanks. Oh. I believe you.
A part of Beddoes' soul, the always butler part, cringes a little bit at the mess and the noise. The rest of him.
It was a perfectly set table.
You know what?
The egg spoon right where it was supposed to be.
If you're going to wreck something, at least wreck perfection.
Is that where the Benedict was?
That's sort of my diet plan. So unfortunately, because of all that clatter and stuff, that's basically all you do is you get the tablecloth off, and you're sort of looming towards him.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Also on a 65.
And you do have the book right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You rolled a 99. I'm going to make you
I hate this phrase.
an offer.
Go on.
You can have the tablecloth ready to go in prime spot to do whatever you're going to do to Henri, but you have to drop the book, or you can't get the tablecloth with the book, because this is a grimoire.
Grimoire. No, after everything that I've just gone through to get that book, I will take not having the tablecloth yet.
All right, so you are just you're as you're trying to figure out how to get this hand to stop alligator arming and get in there. Okay. Also on a 65.
So there is not a great clatter and crash yet.
There is not a great clattering crash, and no sherds.
Aw.
Or shards or
pieces of pottery. So Gustav will start to, he'll just reach up and try and choke the guy who was recently bashing his face in. He will not succeed. It turns out having a face is key to several of the things he's trying to do.
He turned off his targeting computer.
But the force is not with him.
Klaus thinks this is good to know. They still use their eyes.
But what does it matter anyway?
But what is
Actually,
eye?
what are eyes? Who even knows at the end of the day?
We have some royalty. Some these might be doubloons? I don't know what.
ducats, I believe.
Ducats. Ooh. Well, of course they're ducats because they come from a duke. Mm-hmm. Ducal coins from our friend Duke Fleeg. Thank you so much, your worshipful honor, sir.
Thank you, your grace.
Judge. 2 coins, both.
He's not a magistrate.
Look, I don't know what he is and isn't.
Don't assume.
He's lived so many lives.
You know what assuming does.
Yeah, I'm always
Now
right.
you do.
That's what happens when I assume. I'm
Yeah.
always right.
Yeah.
Just
Funny how that
I tell
works
Rachel
out.
that all the time.
Assuming is great.
I'm infallible. So 2 coins for Duke from Duke Fleeg. Oh man.
I almost caught that too, though. It landed on my wrist.
Now you're just gloating. And 1 coin from my 3rd favorite Twitch user, Squirrel on the Run, Rachel.
And our first
Squirrel.
favorite YouTube user.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Oh man.
You gotta figure it out now.
But 1 coin for Beddoes, the tablecloth bandit.
Hey! Oh,
And you got
nice
it in the
job.
box. Well
Hashtag
done.
blessed.
Game recognizes game,
Hashtag blessed.
as the kids say. If I knew any kids, I don't know. So yeah, Gustav tries
know
to
us.
choke him. It doesn't work. Anybody got a 60? That's true. You count as kids. I've called people older probably than most of you kids. So yeah.
Sure. 45. So.
All right. Well, we'll wait.
I think it's
Yeah, you're 55. So on a 60, Henri will lurch forward
No.
and is just going to try and backhand you.
Wait,
He doesn't seem.
who
sorry,
you?
Beddoes. He doesn't seem interested in the book. Like he's not acting like the book is important to him or anything. He's just lashing out in anger.
You know, hurt people hurt people.
It's true. Dead people, dead people.
I heard that too.
He misses badly. Dead people are not
Got
particularly.
all that inspiration. So much
Oh,
inspiration.
it's just sitting there staring at you.
Not going to help. I'm saving it for another point.
no.
That's what I was trying to
Oh dear.
On a 55,
Yeah.
Rudy, you're behind the bar looking for silver.
Looking for silver.
And realizing that you are not a metallurgist or a jeweler.
It's just weight. You go by weight. If it has the heft, it's silver. Unless it's somehow iron. If they have iron, okay. I mean, I'll poke a fez with iron.
But then it could be cold iron. And
poke-
that
if
would-
they're fey.
and-
Oh!
Yeah, Fey zombies.
No, fez.
Fey Fez.
Fey Fez.
That does seem like
From the
something they
Fez
would do,
Wild.
honestly.
We don't know that Cthulhu's not from the Fey realm.
He might be.
Yeah.
Or they
He's
might be.
The,
What
the
are
thing of madness,
Cthulhu's
the god of...
pronouns?
Cthulhu, what's your pronouns?
Horror.
I've summoned you here. I've sacrificed thousands of souls. I've gone insane myself, and I'm half fish. What are your pronouns?
You know, really what you do is you summon Nodens and you ask him that question.
Ah.
He won't hurt you nearly as much.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna? Are you just like? So make me a. Let's call
No,
this.
because I got one arm.
All right, fair point.
That works. I didn't lose an arm to anyone
Not
listening.
yet.
It's just hanging out there.
Good save.
So yeah, it's just like, and then like.
Sure,
also-
you find. Make a luck roll. Actually, let's do that.
All right. This is all the morning service.
We've all.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a few silver spoons.
All right, I'm putting those up on the table
Okay.
because someone else.
So
is-
we'll say
silver,
they're 3 silver spoons.
silver.
3 silver spoons.
And I look at anyone else. I look around.
Rachel knows
hear
what I'm
you.
about to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 55. On a 50, players first always.
Okay.
A real GM would have written down your initiatives.
But you're not real, so it's fine.
But you play one on YouTube.
So
These are rental car characters.
Do you want to grab one of these and then I'll take?
He's
point
pointing
at the bundle
He's
under
pointing
your
at a
arm.
spoon.
do I?
Can you? Do you
What
need
do you-
this? Are you staying back here with me?
No. What? Should I take the fez off? Henri. I liked him.
I mean, if you can, do you want me to take that?
Don't.
Just hold
There's a
carefully.
mouth on the bottom that will try to eat you.
Don't ask me how I know that.
How do you tell which is the bottom?
It's here. I mean,
On the
it's,
top?
It,
Is the bottom? This? Are you sure? Keep your hand away from it.
You hear a like
And I'll try
snap.
to. Oh, I've got one arm. I'll try to throw my thumb to like try and get it.
don't touch it. It will yell at you.
Like a carnivorous.
And I am the
popcorn.
carriage, and I don't want anyone else to be the carriage. So
Make me a dex roll.
At advantage, right?
Right, Ezra?
Sure, if you had 2 arms.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That is a hard, if not critical. I didn't. Really
Whoa, all right.
down.
So you have a claw hold on the top of the fez. The thing is the towel
Towel is hanging
that is
down.
over it is hanging down, and you are just holding it like this.
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep my hand on it, but put it on the counter so nothing can hang under
okay.
it.
You put it down on the counter, and you distinctly feel it try to move forward.
Oh. I've got a great idea. I'm gonna wait.
No.
Well, all right.
I should have never given you the fez.
I like that look.
So,
I like it a lot.
Here's a question. Is the candelabra silver?
You have no idea. But I mean,
Does
this
it
is a
look
fancy
silver?
train. Are
it-
you as...
Is it silvery?
there's a bug in my head.
Oh, that's the fez.
Are you as good at distinguishing the weight of metals as your brother?
Probably not. I'm going to.
They are
We grew up in the
fencers.
same household.
Yeah, you were
We had the
trained on
same-
He was,
metal-
but
metal
one was you were
weights.
fingering all the silver.
weights.
He never got to touch it.
I feel like
You're getting
Klaus. I feel like Klaus wasn't as preoccupied by the metals around him.
You weren't picking up all
There
the
were
silverware, going, "This one's heavier."
There were
No, you just notice when you eat.
Just notice.
Okay,
pick it
so I'm going to assume that the candelabra is silver,
Okay.
and I'm happy to get to be wrong. So
Probably is.
I've
forgotten though. I didn't pay.
I would like to get the fez off of Gustav.
Okay.
I don't know if that will solve the problem, but it's one step. So
How do you propose to use a candelabra to remove a fez?
It's like a 5-iron.
Golf swing. Well, he's on the ground.
Four!
Right?
So to be clear, this is removing the fez with very little care for Gustav
No, I'm trying to help Gustav.
by
give it a
swinging a candelabra at his head.
I'm trying. I'm a swordsman.
It's true.
I am
Stab
trying
it
to
then.
do this.
Stab it.
You're so you're stabbing a fez.
The top of the head. I mean, this is in his face, right?
So Gustav is on the ground lying. So you're just gonna stab
Okay,
down.
they're silver spoons. I could scoop it off.
Candelabras.
As you do.
You sure could.
I say candelabra. I say stab it down.
Are you gonna Liberace it or gonna Baskin and Robbins?
I've got the candelabra. I've used the candelabra. I have a feeling about the candelabra. I'm using the candelabra.
Okay. I wish my cousin George was here.
So do I roll sword?
It's a Liberace joke.
What do I roll for this?
You can either roll fight brawl, or you can roll sword with a penalty die. Your choice.
I have a 35
because-
in brawl.
It may shock you to learn candelabras are not particularly sword-like.
Oh, interesting.
And before we were using the candles with the fire on the end. This time it's not. You're not
Yeah,
hitting
we-
with the candles.
yeah.
You're hitting
like
it
a
with
fire sword.
I will. I'll try brawl.
Truly
Okay.
ahead of our time.
Oh, so
You could spend luck,
tons of luck.
No, you have to push the roll.
or you could push the roll,
Push the roll.
Push the roll.
Push the roll.
dance the dance.
Boys are
Carriage. Get on the carriage. Ride the ride.
Put on the face.
No, he's a carriage.
I'm the
Be the
carriage.
carriage.
I'm the carriage.
Carriage. Ride
So
the ride.
what do you do? I guess is the question.
Beetlejuice.
Trying to figure out a
Gotta be.
carriage return joke.
I did say I would take Klaus's luck away.
Take it away.
So I'm gonna
Take it away. Take it away.
take it away now. So I'm gonna do it. 9 luck.
That's not so close.
It was close enough, okay.
That
Like,
was definitely.
if you say, "Oh, that's so close," it's like 2.
If you've got 1,000 luck.
I've been getting a lot of flack from the table in a very short amount of time.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I am the carriage.
You are the carriage.
He never means that. I've
I
learned.
do. I do.
I spend my luck. I
All right.
spend my exorbitant
So,
amount of luck.
So you stab
bad
down on the
about it.
fez
Yeah.
with the candelabra. Roll me a d6. Oh, she has to pull out new dice
I've only got my D100
with
though.
that cool eyeball on.
I've in my bone dice.
Wow, that's fancy.
1.
Still cool though.
Well, it's not weighted. So you kind of, and the fez kind of like you'd expect fabric to, sort of crumples down, but then it immediately springs back.
It's fighting back.
That was quite a take to the camera. That's like
Klaus
an
is feeling
audition
dramatic.
Only just now.
tape. Klaus took a Shatner pill.
Yeah.
Addis.
I
Fighting back.
don't understand.
I assume that's my turn.
Sure. The guy who just watched you swing a candelabra at the Fez has a gun. But he really doesn't know how to shoot it. They don't. It may shock you to learn that they don't train these guys
You
in.
don't need to be trained. I was not trained with shooting.
You did kill that guy.
There's that, but no, there's serious.
It's now been 0 episodes since.
If someone
That's
has
from Dane.
Yeah, that was Dane.
That was a Dane.
a revolver takes very little.
Yeah. It just takes a good roll.
No, I'm talking about real
It also
life.
takes some courage. You have to be a person that wants to shoot somebody that you
no.
know.
All you do is you purposely miss. No, that's what people do. They'll shoot around someone because they're uncomfortable. But the
what's
shooting
going
part
on?
isn't that hard.
If he shoot.
No, this happens with a lot of training where they had to make the targets look like people because when people would get there, they could shoot at a target, but they couldn't shoot at a person.
That's actually one of the standing theories why stormtroopers are such bad shots.
Oh, because they actually do the bullseyes to train them.
Because when they're shooting things with helmets on, they shoot great. But when they're shooting at people you can see their faces, they shoot like shit.
Psychosomatic.
It's a very real thing.
I believe it. That sounds right.
Stormtroopers?
Yes.
I mean, they were once upon a time.
It was just a really long time ago
Yeah,
in a galaxy
yeah.
far, far away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Nick.
You're doing a great job.
You're not getting through
That
this
one I
flashback in
didn't
2
believe.
episodes.
Yeah, no.
Yes, we are.
His has a certain edge to it.
Ah,
Children.
do I roll psychology to see if,
Go ahead.
Wow.
85.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's gonna just try and bash the guy again with the gun butt. He will hit,
Ow.
and he will do.
Aim for the Fez.
He just looks at you with this like
I'm not crazy.
mix of terror and like, who says that, and what the hell's going on, and why is Gustav trying to eat me?
And why does he have a fez on all of a sudden?
Well, yeah, that's it.
He
Wow.
swore to me he'd never wear one of
So
those.
he like has his finger backwards in the trigger lock and the hilt of the pistol, and he caves Gustav's head in.
Oh.
And immediately just like the gun is in Gustav's head, and the guy's just standing up like, what have I done? Yeah. And you are there?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm right there. Yeah.
And you were there.
You see the bottom of the Fez, and you swear that there's a mouth, and like inside the mouth is one eye just darting back and forth. Like,
See you.
Sup? The Fez says sup.
So,
Sup?
You the carriage?
Looking for a passenger. I'm a passenger.
Put me on.
it's you.
no, I just went.
Oh, you just went. That's right.
Dance.
It's,
Is it me?
yeah.
I have no idea.
So you are not even in this room.
yeah, I'm not.
Because
I'm
you were with Milton.
you are back in the stateroom
Right.
of the train, keeping Millicent safe from now a like Turk who is slowly starting to realize
Oh no.
that, you know, his hand is shattered and he's starting to get over the pain. So you sort of see him trying to get to his feet, and the dead body of her husband that was trying to eat her. And I think
he
that's all the
stopped
bodies that are in there. He's dead. Yeah, he's quite dead.
Okay,
Proper
he's
dead.
Dead.
And,
I killed him twice.
and
Not
there's
undead.
no fez on his head, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
He
I
has.
have.
Yeah.
Well, you have the
Yeah.
Fez.
And he has
so,
no
so
brain
also the
underneath,
top
yeah.
of her husband's head is like just sort of staring at her.
I believe it's an empty cabinet.
Yes, it is an empty cabinet.
Okay.
Doesn't make it better.
I think if
Maybe
the,
makes it worse.
if the Turk is starting to like come to.
It seems like he's trying to stand up at the
Right.
very least. But his hand is just like fingers
Mangled.
going in
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
ways, and
Does he can I make some sort of check to perceive him if he's being threatening or if he's just like being defensive of himself? Or I'm trying to decide whether or not to hit him over the head with something heavy. So, like, take him off of the field, just knock him out. Like a vase or
it's
anvil or
that's probably never a bad idea.
Okay.
He hasn't done anything nice.
Correct. I will look around the room for something heavy.
Okay, yeah, you find, you don't even need to roll here because he's literally just like, slowly getting to his feet and he can't push to this.
Oh dear.
And so, yeah, you just come up behind him. You find a...
Convenient anvil.
you find a vase.
Yeah.
And you just shatter it over his head.
Oh!
And I'm going to make a con roll for him. He just flops to the ground with a sort of noise.
I'm going to poke him with my loafer.
You start kicking him.
No, just a nudge.
He
just
does not react.
Hello?
He does not react.
Thank goodness.
When you smash that down, Millicent's just like, ah!
It's okay. I was just taking... everything.
Everybody's dying.
I know, it's terrible. I'm taken aback as well. Have you ever heard of hyperphysics? Well, they may calm you down, and I'm going to try and I'm going to try and start explaining hyperphysics.
Make me a hyperphysics roll.
Yeah.
He's been aiming for that one.
Is she going to learn hyperphysics?
This needs to be a 1
No, but she
through
might
5.
fall asleep.
So you're not even good at hyperphysics.
I'm not even good at hyperphysics.
Hyperphysics is highly theoretical.
It's just a hobby.
In fact, I don't know how it works.
71.
I mean,
All right.
I'll spend bits for that.
Okay.
Push it.
Oh, I should have pushed it.
Yeah, you should have pushed that one.
Let's see if
What
this goes
happens
well.
if you...
64.
Better.
It's better.
If you do that
Spend all your
5
luck.
more times, you still will miss
You're
it.
not going to have
If
it.
I spend all of my luck, I have 23 luck.
You'll still not make it.
I'm
Four things you didn't do bad.
That's true.
So, look, given the circumstances,
I'm just trying to put her to sleep.
you give as good a lecture as you can. She is very uninterested in what you're saying, and she keeps looking at the door, and finally, she just gets up and runs out the door.
I was just about to... Okay.
And then she comes running back in. He's dead! More people are dead!
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
And she's just like wide-eyed, like trying to find somewhere that's safe, and she runs into the bathroom and slams the door shut and locks it.
She was so safe with the hyperphysics seminar.
It's the safest place to be.
Yeah. Nothing bad has ever happened at a hyperphysics seminar.
Except a hyperphysics seminar.
Okay.
I wouldn't call that bad.
I know quite a bit more about linguistics.
So she runs into the bathroom.
The bloody bathroom because Klaus had his hand gashed open.
Yeah, there's
It's just a little bloody.
It's just...
It's probably less bloody than everywhere
It's
else.
like one pool.
Yeah. It was just my hand.
it wasn't so much gashed as it was bit.
Well,
So that brings us back to the top, which is Beddoes. So you have now kind of Henri is right in front of you now, and he just took a clubbing, very clumsy. It's almost like when you get a new car and it's bigger than your old car, and you don't know how to drive it as well. Like the turns are weird. That's kind of how Beddoes is moving right now.
The spacing, the spatial awareness.
The physical kerning. Yeah.
I mean, yes, you can actually kind of feel the car through your own body once you settle into it.
It's body horror right there. That's some Cronenberg stuff.
You're not wrong.
Never am.
Yes, you are.
Infallible.
Storyteller. Privilege.
You can certainly think so.
Certainly.
I'm not putting this book down. And I have someone directly in front of me, so I'm going to attempt to bash the hat off of his head with the book.
With the book!
It's a fucking bludgeoning weapon.
Now remember, the cover of this book has like a leering fez on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Obey the book!
I'm trying to like bat it sideways again and try to get it off of his head, because I do like Henri. I want
Make me a fight brawl roll.
Okay. That is a 73, which is a regular success.
Okay, make me a POW roll.
65 is not a success.
Okay, so you swing the book and you connect mostly with the fez. And as you do that, your hands that are holding the book like go a little numb, as if like an electric shock just went like, eh. And the book, for lack of a better understanding, it's starting to devour Henri. He like is elongating backwards, and his head with the fez is being sucked into the book.
What?
That is an improper use of a book.
You're the geeks. I'm the butler.
That's true. We got hits for it. Coins.
You weren't even here
I
for
wasn't
bits.
even here for bits.
This is I've started something bad. Yeah, he is, and I mean, it's not fast. There's no sound. There's no like anything. It's just his image, except it's not an image, it's him, is distended as he is getting pulled into this book.
Okay.
I mean, we did learn something from that.
Damn it.
You're the only one who can see that. Make me a sand roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I can see that because I'm just watching.
All right, then yeah,
right
make
now.
me a sand roll.
That's a fail.
Okay.
Regular fail.
Crit fumble. No, definitely a failure.
All right, you both lose 2 sanity.
All right.
All right.
As and the weirdest part of this is how slow the process is. Like right now, as you swing and like follow through, the book just stops and his head is mostly disappeared into the book. And Henri's not reacting at all.
My eyes are as big as dinner plates, but I'm holding on even with the like slightly electrocuted fingers, just hanging on for dear life at this point.
All right, well, we'll find out. Gustav has no reaction to anything that's going on, as he seems to have finally
Expired.
But almost like a hermit crab, the fez kind of, it goes whoop,
Oh!
and it starts to like quite quickly scramble away, and it's under a table.
They can't open doors, right?
Who knows what that eye can do?
That's pretty much a rhetorical question at this point.
Oh God, my skin just crawled.
Got real Cousin It vibe, or the thing vibe.
Yeah, thing, yeah. But there is, I mean, there is a sound of, you know, something carapace-y hitting the floor. So it's not like, you know, there's not a like bloop, bloop, bloop as it moves. It's a very clear like.
Do you have legs? Show me your legs.
I want to understand them.
Can we call the next episode "Show Me Your Legs"?
I feel like that'd be really bad for SEO.
Yeah, I don't
or
know
Really
if,
good depending.
Yeah, brings a whole new crowd.
Yeah,
I feel lied to.
what's our demographic?
This is like the time I went to go see Naked Lunch.
Or Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I'm ancient too.
Dolly Parton's finest work. By the way, I don't know why, by the way.
I saw you pick that up.
Whenever I think of Dolly Parton, I think of Dead Boy.
Why not?
Yeah. But Dead Boy says he's more than ready to listen to Dane's new podcast where he interviews people from the Fey realm. Cthulhu, Lilith, and Thor, Odin's son. I don't know why Thor didn't get Cthulhu'd.
I'll find out
already a Cthulhu
in this episode of Dane Talks
Nice.
To Eldritch Horrors.
Eldritch Horror.
Danethos.
And Thor.
Also an Eldritch Horror.
Is Thor an Eldritch Horror?
He is now.
All right.
He's an Eldritch Thorer.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Ouch. Why would you do that?
You
Catch
are
me
doing
next
so
Saturday morning.
good.
Hey, thank you.
So good.
The line is you're doing a great job.
I like to make it my own.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I can already hear my high school theater teacher going, "Did you write this play?"
Yeah, you should probably have a chat with the playwright before you go changing lines.
I was so bad about
bad.
I memorized like 80% of my lines, and I would
Just enough.
But my crap out was always like, I feel like this it's more in the character.
Yeah.
I learned early on how to BS my way through my lack of any talent. As you may have noticed in this
talent, Ezra.
Also known as the white man maneuver.
I'm failing up, baby.
You can do that? Someone tell me how.
Well, when you run Hollywood, I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
you can convert.
Waving.
Exactly.
Happy Tu B'Shvat, everyone.
Oh, nice. Nice. What a shout out for the Goyim. That's a Yiddish joke. I don't remember. So that was Gustav doing nothing. Then we get to
Fez doing
60, and then we get to 55.
I'm looking at the horribleness unfolding before me.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of alcohol in front of you.
One of my arms is like this, and the other arm is like this.
You've got a mouth.
So, yeah, but that's really difficult.
Just start breaking bottles with your head. And
I'm picking up one of the spoons with my mouth, and I'm going over to Henri.
Are you carrying the fez?
Yeah, I'm not dropping the fez.
All right,
I just saw one skitter off.
Make me a strength roll. You swear this thing is moving.
Yeah.
The breaking the alcohol bottles reminds me of that scene in
86, no.
Constantine.
All right, so
You want to re-roll?
I mean, it's only a 50% chance it's going to come out eventually.
Um,
How come it can't? How is
We've
it
got a
able
lot.
to do that when it's wrapped in the towel and everything?
I would
but when
support
you
a
are holding it-
reroll if you.
So here's the
wanted.
thing. You are holding it with pressure like this. This is wriggling.
Oh, then I turn it upside down. And don't look at it.
You do. All right, so it's over here. Something might be happening over here. You're not sure. I'll give you an advantage die on this roll.
Okay. So
And no,
then
you
I
don't
should
need
just-
to. You don't need to spend any because you changed that. So re-roll with advantage.
Okay. It's an easy solution. I've got a silver spoon in my mouth,
Just don't
Per
run.
usual.
flipping over a
But
thing.
what's your weapon?
Oof. Oof, no. Now do we want to use bit?
Yes.
How much do we want this to not skitter off with the other
I'd
one?
love it.
There is one already skittering.
I'd
Let's not
love
have
it to
two
not join
skittering.
its cousin.
Oh, they Voltron.
Yeah, what if they just like...
Almighty Fez.
And then we're fighting a fez...
Form Fez sword.
Oh, yeah. Hard.
All right, yeah.
Construct,
So
a
you
Fez
managed to
construct.
not somehow out of your field of vision. You turn this thing over. The towel falls off of it, and
Well, the towel's still in my hand. The
but the
towel's
towel
off of it.
slides down.
And there's like-
so now you're like a waiter bringing the worst shrimp cocktail anyone has ever ordered. The guy who used to have the gun looks up
Now he's going back
and
to
he
the gun.
sees the fez and he's just like, "Wah!" He fails a sanity roll and he is like cowering backwards. All right, that was 50.
So within this turn, can I like touch the silver to Henri's fez with my mouth?
No.
Okay.
Give it a little
Yeah.
tap.
I
Just
want to
curious.
see how fast you move carrying the shrimp cocktail with a spoon in your mouth.
This is like a
spoon-
horrible egg race.
Yeah.
The spoon in my mouth isn't the hard part.
Oh no, it's like, well, we'll find out about your gag reflex, but you know. All right, we're finding out there. Keep that there.
We found out.
You know, you just have to be carrying like 5 pounds of writhing shrimp cocktail while you do that.
Yeah.
Writhing.
I want a picture of that, except I don't.
I think Nick's got one on the first page of his.
That's a golden retriever.
Have you seen it? Haven't
It's a
seen the
good-
golden
it's-
retriever?
It's
good
not a golden retriever.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great job.
You should post that on the Discord.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Sorry, it's a for
Not
anyone
that. That is not a good boy.
curious. It is an amalgamation of eyes and teeth. The reason I call it a golden retriever is because back in the day I drew something along the lines of that just in notes, and someone was like, "What's that?" And it's obviously just a mess of things. I was like, "It's a golden retriever."
Obviously.
It was
Man, you
just-
hate golden retrievers.
No, it was just like I was like, "What's a thing?" Like, oh, if you want something coherent, I'll give you a thing. They're like, really? And I'm like,
No.
of course not. So now it's just anytime I do a mess, it's just like it's a golden retriever.
Uh,
Our own personal Nick lore has expanded.
Yeah.
Somebody update the wiki.
I feel like I have too much Nick lore. I need.
You need to dump it all into the wiki, and then you can be free.
No, it's a Nicky.
Oh, yes, you're correct.
a Nicky Wiki.
That's better. Nicky Wiki's funnier.
Is it?
I mean,
Sorry,
if you're not,
Nicholas Wikipedia. What do you want?
Thank you.
that got formal. That website put a tux on. It's got a monocle.
Whose turn is it?
I
think it might be mine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm after Rudy.
Yeah, you're
so,
50.
Okay. Did I see where the fez went?
You know, well, let's finish this round then. It's under a table. Yeah, you know which table. I mean, once it went under the table, a couple things could happen, but you're pretty sure it's under that table.
Okay. I actually am thinking that I know one person who knows what's going on, and it's not me. So I'm going to grab the gun and go after Mencap. So
Okay.
I'm going to.
So you're gonna run ahead.
I'm like, Mencap knows how to do this stuff. If I can make him undo this, and that's.
So all you know about where Mencap is that Henri and Mencap went towards the first sleeping compartment and the dining car and then the staff car.
Right.
You don't know where in there anything happened.
He could be anywhere in that zone, but.
All right, you bust through the door between them.
I've got a candelabra.
And
I've got a gun.
Klaus, you know how to use a gun?
No!
They are swords! They're swords in this car!
I love that. Like, that's my favorite part of this. Is like the swords are like have been sitting there for the whole time.
No, I keep like reflexively wanting to do things with my other arm, and like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
So you bust out. You are now in the open space between the two cars, and you can see through the window into your sleeping carriage, and you don't see anybody in the hallway.
Can I keep going?
Yeah. So you'll bust through there.
I say, Mencap, I want to make a deal.
Oh.
Where do you say that? Outside? Inside?
I'm in the sleeping car.
Okay. Once you get in the carriage, you say that. All right.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything, except train. All right. Last initiative is you.
It is me.
The poor lady has locked herself in the bathroom.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
hear Russians yelling outside.
Okay, I'm gonna peek out into the hallway and look both ways.
All right.
Like crossing the street.
There is a sobbing, beautiful woman, an old bald man with a gun, and a quickly dying younger Russian man who had a gun, but apparently it didn't go well for him.
Do I see
What
any
happens
of...
when you don't know how to use a gun, but you have one?
This is what happens. It's
a cautionary tale.
Larry, this is what happens.
That's why you always leave a note.
Do I see any of my compatriots in the next car?
No, you can't see that far ahead.
Okay. I'm going to help the man on the ground then.
All right, so you approach. Do you speak Russian?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We've
You'd
confirmed.
learn-
Norwegian, German, French, and Turkish.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot they are speaking French.
Oh, they're speaking French.
Yes, as most of the Tsarist court did.
Well, then I speak French.
Okay. The woman is just saying over and over again in French, "How could you?" And you now know how to say the phrase, "I'll not wear the cuckold's horns" in French.
Okay, I'll put that in my inventory. I'm going to ask in my best French accent. What happened
Region
to this?
French, of course.
Yeah, it's great when you start with
Oh, wait. Okay. What happened to this man? That's my
All right, roll me a French roll.
Okay, oui.
Wait, if you're Parisian, it's wet.
Wow.
Wah.
Oh, you don't need a
Yeah, all right, no problem.
That is a critical success.
All right, you easily say it, and you easily understand this guy's almost deadpan answer as he just looks at you and he says, "I killed him."
Well.
If you want to mention that he's not technically dead yet,
No.
you know.
No. That, I am an academic. That's terrifying. I am going to. But it seems like you won't have this in hand. I'm going to say that in English, and I'm going to leave.
All right, so you're heading to the lounge car?
Yeah, I'll head to the
you head to the lounge
car.
car. You will get to. You look in the window and you see.
So much.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot.
much.
There's a lot going on.
Pandemonium.
Make me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, you got it.
Let's see how much of this you see.
What if I instead used maneuver for night ship? Knighthood.
No, that's not gonna.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
In fact, this is lowering your maneuver for night. This whole thing is lowering your maneuver for knighthood.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so yeah, you see Henri getting sucked into a book.
What?
Yeah.
Is he being like? I see the
Yeah,
elongation.
you see the elongation.
Do I roll for sanity?
First make me a hyperphysics roll.
You've used up all your bad rolls. You've got this.
Got this,
Okay, if I can get a.
If you can roll this, you might be able to save Henri.
It's a 1 through 5.
You got this.
Well, it's your fault then.
You got this.
Oh, I'll use it. Don't tempt me with a good time. A 76.
All right.
Yeah, use it. Yeah.
Yes. You got this.
That
Henri.
doesn't make it, then you push it.
Henri.
Oh!
9! I'm using luck. I'm using luck. I rolled a 9.
Holy cow!
I'm going to.
Yeah, you spend.
I have 23 luck points. How many do I need?
That is 5.
I understand the
Sorry,
theory
4.
behind this.
Okay.
No, you don't even understand the theory about this. It is very clear what is happening to him is that this book is somehow channeling the power of that fez he's wearing. It doesn't care about Henri, it cares about the fez.
Okay.
And so you figure if you can enter something, probably silver would do, between the fez and Henri, you might be able to have the book only take the fez.
Okay. So I rip open the door, and who do I see with
He's got a spoon in his mouth.
Spit the spoon to me! Spit me the spoon! I look down on the counter.
You run up and you grab that.
And then I try and
Look,
champagne saber it off
You
of his
made
head.
the hyperphysics roll. You're so.
Ezra, I love you.
You get up there. Look, I said if you got the roll, you were going to save Henri. So
I didn't think I was
Okay, like a champagne saber. I just
all right. So yeah, according to your hyperphysics,
very
knowledge,
little theoretical knowledge.
you believe that the silver is acting as a conduit that is affecting the light. What is happening here is that as those shadow things were affected by light, the fez was. This is cutting some sort of light connection,
Like a wavelength, like a photon.
Yeah, this is
like
all
a word, science word.
Yeah, this is all stuff that like
This disrupts the ether.
Yeah, the weave.
we don't talk. That's hate
sorry.
speech.
Oh, sorry.
Reverse the polarity.
5e. Sorry, reverse the polarity. Doctor Who.
Fez.
But you take the spoon, and everywhere the spoon touches, the spoon just like duplicates. It's just like tick, 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 and there's like a fan of silver spoons that cut through it. Ricky Schroeder and 3 people got that joke. Thomas got that joke.
Thomas gave a big thumbs up.
But he's not laughing.
It's a way Homer. He'll chuckle later. But so yeah, they're like, and you in the reflection of each of these spoons, you see like a different Henri. Like every spoon has just a something, the really nice spoon where none of this happened to him, the not so nice spoon where like he's wandering around with a fez on, just like all of these different Henris in each spoon. This lasts a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's like a separation and the fez goes that way into the book and there's a physical force that like the book goes whoomph, kind of back, and doesn't hit you in the face. I mean, it like there's a jolt,
Right, your nose.
and Henri
Wouldn't be the first time.
just flops to the ground, passed out, and he has the worst case of hat head you've ever seen.
Ever.
There's like a crease all the way around his head.
Yeah.
And it looks like something was biting the top of his head, but he seems all right.
I go to his aid.
All right,
with
yeah.
my subtle spoon.
Would you like to make a first aid roll?
I would.
Okay.
You did it!
How do you get the spoon out of your mouth?
Damn, a 6.
I mean, I could
Holy
spit it out.
shit.
I'm rolling hot, y'all.
All right, yeah,
I got a 6.
Nice.
That's like a critical success.
Yeah, you take care. Henri is like
My poor sweet child. Henri.
Wow,
I'm
that
sorry I threatened your
it's a
job.
different kind of first aid. I don't. That's,
This is how I do it.
Don't question the method.
but he's just like,
I caress his, I imagine, bald head.
and he looks up and he says, "Henri is here."
Yes, my good man. You're right here. You're on your train.
Henri is not dead.
No, of course not. You're too strong for that.
He just passes out.
Yes,
but
sleep.
he is very.
Sleep,
yeah,
Prince.
you have saved Henri. Wow. There you go.
He saved Henri.
With a spoon.
I hope that us all chanting Henri is someone's favorite time down.
Yeah.
Because that was great.
I also like that, like, for the previous 6 turns, I pretty much did nothing. Like, I stabilized you.
That was awesome.
Save the day.
And then I was just like,
Did you save the
Hyperphysics.
What you
Hyperphysics.
need is hyperphysics.
Have you tried hyperphysics? Why not? All right, so there is like a weird moment where the three of you in the room are like, all right, everything's fine. And then one of the tables goes
Oh,
kabum.
God.
Where's Klaus? Oh,
Oh yeah, and Klaus is run out, and Klaus is not in the car.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
we're
not-
gonna cut back to Klaus.
where's Klaus? I have to stick with this. Sorry.
Committing to the bit is one of my favorite. You know, I love it. So you run through the carriage, and you're now in the dining car. And there's one guy just sitting there, like cleaning something. And he looks up and he says, "Excuse me, this is not the meal time yet."
Have you seen a man with a fez?
No. Have you?
Men cap.
I believe that is the name of one of the passengers.
Are you brandishing a gun right now?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If I don't see
Make me
anyone,
a luck roll.
bloody gun at that?
Make me a luck roll.
Sorry, a little.
because I used it.
Verisimilitude.
Oh, and that's why I always offer. So yeah, you are like, have you seen a guy in a fez? As you're like waving this gun, your hand is bloody from holding the hilt. And he just
And
looks
I
at you,
probably-
and he immediately raises his hand. I have no money.
I don't care about money.
The safe on the... Please don't kill me. The safe on the train.
I'm not.
I can't open it.
I'm not.
Why do you have a
threatening-
gun?
I'm not threatening you. This was.
Why is there blood?
It's my blood.
It's not.
It's
No,
mostly
'cause-
my blood.
It's Gustav's
There's
blood.
many like it, but this one is
Oh
mine.
yeah. It's a lot of your blood.
It's mostly my blood.
What? Who else's blood?
A lot has happened. I didn't.
It's not even brunch time yet.
I know you did not answer the question. Can I put my hands down?
Yes, I'm not threatening you.
I'm not threatening you. I'm not.
Could you put the gun away?
Yes.
You're like, which pocket does a gun go in?
Gun pocket. I don't know how to use a gun.
You put it.
That is the correct response.
You put it in your sword holster.
Would you please return to your bedroom?
You haven't seen a man with a fez.
No.
Okay.
Where did you get that gun?
From your coworker?
He dives behind a table.
He gave it to me. I turn around.
As
gave it
turn
to you
around-
through someone else's face.
Yeah, as you turn around and you go like, he gave it to me. The guy's like, I got that.
I'm very charming.
Keep digging
Klaus
that
hits
hole,
on
man.
everybody.
Keep digging that hole.
That's not what I was. I'm not hitting on you.
Yeah,
Yet! Unless...
What?
I prefer less violent dates.
Medcap!
MetLife.
So you run back out, and your eyes are drawn to the little ladder that leads to the roof of the train.
Oh, no.
Boy, we're already there?
Nothing goes wrong if you climb on top of a train. I've learned that. By watching you.
Okay. If I... Klaus says...
You have a weird feeling about climbing on trains.
Yeah, there's some weird, like, future sight where he's like, if I ever have a child, they're not gonna do this.
They will never
I'm gonna teach them better.
I'm gonna teach them better. And then I climb the ladder.
All right. Climbing the ladder is no problem. It's the ladder.
Yeah.
You know, it moves a little.
They're
but
meant to be climbed.
It's why
Mirror
they're
each
for.
other.
Do we? Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it's your imagination.
It's weird that Nick is wearing your pants today.
Is that what the feeling
Well,
was?
someone had to wear them.
Just walk in.
HR's
with
gonna
them in
talk
my
to you.
hand. These are the pants I'm wearing today. And if you join our Patreon, you'll be able to not only see the pants that I'm wearing, but you'll get to vote on the next pants I wear. Right, Thomas?
He's not listening. To this.
That's a lie. It's all a lie.
He's Googling Baldur's Gate 3 right now. So you
The uncertain thumb raise was what made that for me.
so yeah, that happened. So we'll go back to this room. Something made that table move. None of you know what.
No, I was paying attention.
Saw the scuttle?
I think you were pretty distracted by the whole. You were going to. You had your
that's my
focus
focus.
on Henri,
Oh, I meant to tell you.
and then you had your focus on Klaus running out the door. None of that happened near where something.
So if it bumps, I'm going to say, "Wow, what was that?"
It does bump.
I'm afraid I'm not sure, sir.
Find out, Beddoes. Go.
Just like hanging onto
Yeah.
this book, white-knuckled hanging on.
By the way, weird acrid red smoke is coming out of the.
Don't breathe that in. At least not directly. Don't breathe it in.
Indirectly is okay.
Where's the red acrid
Scientific
smoke
method.
coming in from?
out of the book.
Waft.
Oh yeah, I take a step away from the book. I wonder if I should put the fez in the book. I wonder if I should threaten the fez with like, stop squirming or you go in the book. Stop squirming or you go in the book.
Beddoes, take the book on the face.
No, it squirms harder.
I thought it like that.
Take the book to the face.
All right.
So you're taking the book to the fez he's holding.
It wants it.
You put it on your head.
No, I was stopping halfway through the motion of hitting it with it.
I like that everything with Beddoes is just like must hit, can't just touch.
No, just approach with the fez with the book slowly.
Beddoes doesn't seem to be listening to you right now.
Beddoes, listen to me. Listen.
Where is our table move?
Somebody tell me what's going on.
Okay, I'm taking stock of. So we have the guy who's knocked out.
The guy who's dead.
The guy who has a hole in his
Knocked out.
head.
Yeah, the guy who no longer has a face or most of his head.
But he's.
Eyes
We
without a
can.
face.
I can readily tell he's missing a fez.
Oh yeah.
And it's not on the other guy who's having
Nope.
the mental
The other
breakdown.
guy is like up against the wall, just like
I'm going to slowly approach the table with the bump.
okay. Are you touching the book to his fez?
I'm going to tell him, Rudolph, you should probably put that down. It
It'll start trying to get
it
away.
was trying to
And it
take.
wants to get to the book.
It was trying to take Henri as well as the fez. If you're touching it, it might pull you too.
We're trying to keep a distance from the book.
Drop the spoon.
Drop the
Well,
spoon.
what if I have it? I need another
We
spoon.
can't hear you.
You don't know
another
hyperphysics. For our podcast listeners, we don't know what he's saying either.
No, I know what he's saying. I'm just trying to ignore him.
Nick is committing.
Yeah. Yeah. And getting
Right.
lead poisoning.
Method
You don't get lead
acting.
poisoning from the pencil.
Yes.
Oh, not from a spoon.
It doesn't use lead
Yeah, it's
anymore.
graphite.
It's graphite.
Come on.
I will reach out and touch the fez.
Okay.
With the book.
Make me a pal roll.
Power roll.
Hey, that's sentence 73 out of 40.
Okay, so the same thing.
Unless we would like
I
me
touched
to
the
re-roll.
I would
Said he
second
did.
you if you wanted to re-roll.
Thank you.
No, just push it.
Well, maybe
No.
this doesn't work.
I'd like Rudolph to not disappear yet.
He can't.
He can. Nope. Not,
He can. He just has to reappear.
It's a little better, but not much.
All right, so same as last time, you get that feeling like an electric shock,
And he
both Rudolph and the Fez start to distend.
Oh, no.
He sticks to doctor's hand.
Yeah, and Rudolph. So the weirdest part is he's going like this, and there's just this weird. You know, like that thing at the Exploratorium where you go like that, and there's like a rainbow pattern where your arm was.
Ooh, or when your computer's about to freeze and you move the window,
Yeah,
and
that's
there's just like
yeah.
all the windows come behind
Normal
it.
people can understand that.
But
There are no normal
Don't
people
insult
here.
him by calling us normal.
The spoon that he is waving around, there's just like one solid spoon that looks like it's about 2 foot wide as it is distending towards this, and he is starting to roar. Starting with his arm that had the thing in it is like...
Hyperphysics!
You have no idea what hyperphysics is.
I'm doing it.
As far as you know, you are.
I'm gonna try to pull it away.
The book?
Yes.
That just makes the distension worse.
Yep.
As you pull away, it's like saltwater taffy. It's just like slowly threading farther and farther.
Well, then I'm going to grab the spoon and do the same thing. I mean,
Make me a
essentially
hyperphysics roll.
Oh, you.
Oh, no.
This isn't a physical thing anymore. I know the theory behind
you
it.
only sort of know what you did the first time.
I only 05 know.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a lot more.
I will.
Points.
We can't use any more.
We're gonna
fixes.
need all
Funny thing
this.
about theoretical physics, we kind of don't understand
Now
it.
that it's to save you.
15.
Just let it be.
You-
I got this.
Could spend some luck.
Don't do it.
I
I
don't know
mean,
how much
I
you
have
left.
19 luck.
Yeah.
Don't
How
do
many
it.
do I need?
You would need to spend
You
You
10.
can spend 10.
I mean,
You have
Look,
a
we
chance
know
of
you're not
making a
lucky.
luck
You end
roll.
up like as a
Right.
chicken nugget.
That's what he.
Roasty
roasty
toasty.
Roasty toasty.
There's more episodes.
how many?
There's Constantinople.
Well, part of one, possibly.
Constantinople.
Not Istanbul.
Not yet.
Rudy's not worth it.
Yeah. Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah. Rudy's like, that's right.
We've
that makes
established.
sense.
We've established.
I'm sorry.
You see the spoon like
Rudy's
walking
not worth it.
just
He was,
turns
born,
right towards you.
he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and he'll die.
Thanos is a very unflappable man, but you see both of his eyebrows disappear into his hairline.
You heard me.
He died with a silver spoon in his mouth. Fantastic. Okay, we cut back to the top of the train.
I'm sure Rudy's fine.
I feel it in my soul that
I would know if
Rudy's
something
good.
was happening to Rudy.
And make me a luck roll.
Oh my god. I should have never spent my luck.
Famous last words.
I still have good luck, but I've been
never
rolling
spend
above
luck.
it.
You have like
Never,
twice
ever.
the amount of luck as the rest of us.
I know, I have so much.
19
So,
luck.
Can I spend luck to
Almost
get...
as-
No.
No, can't spend- so you look the wrong way first. So you climb up and you look down the train towards the engine, and there's a gout of steam coming out of the thing. You're not sure, and then you look back and you see the ridiculous cape flapping in the wind as Mincap is almost to the last car.
Mencap!
There's no chance he could hear you. The wind up here, the sound of the train, it is hard to stay standing because the train is constantly going, and the noise is deafening. The wind is just like constantly trying to knock you over. This is not a fun place to be. He's not even looking back. He's running pell-mell. You gonna shoot?
He'll fall off the train
Yeah, I think that's the thought I have.
of not shooting him.
Yeah, where I'm like,
Because you need him all.
I need the fez. Because there's a theory that that's the control fez. So I put it down. Where is he going? I
I know, but I can't do anything because I'm not going to exist very soon.
I'm going
You'll
into a book
exist somewhere.
Yeah.
I
8 wonderful days. How many days was it?
9.
9? Oh, God, I can't last for 9 wonderful days.
I run after him.
Okay, yeah. So very quickly, you get to the terrifying point where you have to jump to another car. Mm-hmm. And it's not that much of a jump, but it's still terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So make me, do you have any sort of athletics, or are you going to use...
Jump? Do you have jump?
There's
Use your
a jump
sword
skill.
to like vault over with your sword.
Don't have a
You don't
sword
have a
with
sword.
me.
And you know,
What did Rudy tell you?
you know,
before
there's
he
only
left?
open space to hard to
So
vault.
I did put points into lots of athletic things, but not like a huge amount. And I didn't put any into jump. That was the one I didn't put any into. I have climb. I don't have jump.
That's why the ladder was so easy.
I have strength and
Let's make it a dex roll.
dex, which is not great, but it's better than my jump. So I will try.
Bum, bum, bum.
I got it.
All right, no
I got
problem.
a hard success.
Yeah, you would have to really, you feel like after the first one, I'm not going to make you roll again, but that first one is just like the second of just like, if I miss, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
But after the first one, you're like, that's not that far.
Yeah.
You know, with a running start, you feel like it's no problem at all.
Okay.
But you did that one standing still, and that was sort of like, whoa.
Yeah, I thought about it too
Yeah,
much.
so you are now running down towards the end of the train. When you get to the car where he went down, Mincap, you see Mincap probably trying to marshal the courage to jump off the train. He is standing on the thing at the end, and he keeps going like... For our podcast listeners, I was mimicking someone very scared to jump off a train.
I mean, you might as well jump.
Self-preservation instincts are strong, though.
I don't.
Also, Mincap, not an athlete.
I try to hide the gun. I don't want him to see that I have it, but I want it to be accessible
Back
to
your
me.
waistband.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just covered in
Yeah, you're...
It's my blood
It's
mostly.
Gustav's blood, too.
It's mostly my blood.
The mostly is really the big problem with that sentence. The mostly actually makes it an even more uncomfortable sentence.
A lot of blood going.
Like if you just said it's my
How'd
blood.
you get that gun?
Yeah.
It's mostly your blood.
I mean, in fairness, it was used to bash someone's head open.
but I didn't do it.
No, but it's covered in viscera.
Apparently you've never heard of the transitive property. That's a math joke.
I don't do math.
I did math once.
Nice.
Thanks.
Ooh,
Did it bruise your brain?
I need to go to the math room.
We're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
Not allowed to talk.
Yeah. don't
First
talk about
rule
the-
of math club.
Don't talk about the math room. Mencap.
Never startle someone when they're about to jump off the
I'm
train.
trying. Well, Klaus is bad about that. Can I roll charm or something?
He hears you
Yeah, I'm trying to say very calmly.
and he like gets a death grip on the like pole that he's holding on to, and he looks up at you and he goes, "I'll jump!"
We can talk. We can talk about this.
About what? You have the book.
And you have the fez.
The Fez is nothing without the book. The book makes the Fez the controller. I mean... I'll jump!
Klaus is like, great,
you're like-
that's all I need. I'm good.
If you let me off this train, I will find you, and I will put a Fez on your rancid head. You've ruined everything! You might as well kill me, but you can't.
Now's the time to pull out the gun. It's very funny.
This is the funny time. It's funny to pull out the gun now.
I don't even know what
The
she's
blood
rolling.
gun? Pull it out.
I do it.
Yeah, hilarious. Wait,
Where'd you get one? No! I don't want to die!
Then take off the fez.
I can't!
Why isn't it killing you?
Because I'm the controller.
Not for
You
long.
can't read the book. You can't read the book!
Why not?
Well, clearly you're not smart enough. If you could have read the book, you'd know why I'm the controller.
I haven't had a lot of time, and I would suggest you not piss me off right now,
Or what?
or I kill you.
And then you learn nothing.
Turns out I have a PhD. So I don't need you, unless you convince me otherwise.
You need me. I'm the only one that can show you how to read the book.
Oh my God, just shoot him.
Yeah, we're talking in circles at this
I'll
point.
bet you don't even speak Arabic.
Norwegian, German, French, Turkish. No. Damn.
Future Rudolph knows Arabic.
I could throw this fez at you right now. Make you my slave.
Not in the wind.
Go ahead, shoot me. Try. I don't think you can.
I think about Rudy. I think about our conversation.
Have you ever killed someone?
I think about Brian. I shoot.
Oh, nice. Shit. All right. Roll. I'm going to give you advantage on this roll. So I'm guessing you have base firearm.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't put any points into it.
25, but I'm going to give you advantage because that was a good line.
Is it men cap or men calf?
Men cap, but it's
Meerkat.
PH.
Mr. Meerkat.
Is that a hat joke? Men cap?
I got a 28
Actually,
out
maybe.
of 20. I'm shaking. Should I use luck?
Yes.
To get to 8?
Or
Yeah.
Yes, use that luck. Oh.
Or a coin.
a coin. Or push the roll.
It's a 1 in 4 chance of making it with a coin.
I always push rolls at advantage.
Do all three.
Always push rolls at advantage.
Spin the luck, push the roll, and use
I
it.
have started a precedent. I'm trying to take all of class's luck away.
Yeah.
I support this endeavor. So he looks shocked, almost as shocked as you look, as a hole appears right here under the fez. And he just goes, ow, and lets go and hits the ground very fast. And you just see his body like tumbling.
So he's off the train?
Yes.
All right. I put the gun away.
All right. One good thing about being outside of this, nobody heard a gunshot.
Yeah. No one has to know.
Now he's shot a man too.
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, Meerkat got
I
away.
suppose I told you because it's in the journal.
Oh.
So,
I do know that you shot.
well, you don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, Klaus has like a super just stone face. Puts the gun away. Has the candelabra, and just slowly walks back to the dining car.
So the door is locked. The door
below.
back into the train, yeah.
I'm just using the roof.
All right, yeah. And like it's like luckily no one can see this because you just sort of mechanically just walk forward, like robotically without even thinking about it, leaping over the things until you come down. Are you going back to the lounge car?
That's where my friends are, yeah.
Okay, as far as you know.
Yeah.
All right, we cut back to the lounge car.
Can I not just let this thing go?
You can try.
But yeah.
Okay. Make me a power roll.
Jerk.
Pow, pow, pow,
something I'm
power
good at.
roll.
All right. Make me a hyperphysics roll.
I'm gonna go with the pow roll.
I don't think he has any.
I'm gonna push the pow roll.
Please do.
Oh no.
Have you heard of spaghetti theory?
I think it's string theory.
I'm
but-
going to
there's
experience spaghetti.
You
theory.
sure are. Fumble, feel it.
62. No, I failed to push though.
All right, so you are.
So okay.
So not only are you not able to let this thing go, but the hat gets closer to the book, and you feel your arm.
Because you have to push it to get it to go.
The problem is it doesn't leave your hand. Yeah, but
By hand.
you have the weird feeling of your arm being 12 feet long.
My one good arm. No.
It's really good now. It's super long.
Now I definitely can't get to it with a spoon.
As we all know, the longer the arm, the better the arm.
Yeah. Wingspan.
Wingspan.
Hell of a time finding shirts, though.
So you are just holding this book, and it's kind of like that Ghostbusters laser where you're sort of like, and the thing is like being sucked in, and you feel like the power of that force.
I want to try to, like, if I see how Rudy is moving, I want to try to, like, jerk it in a different direction, try and, like, pull the hat off of him.
Nothing can go wrong with any of this.
Okay, make me a dex roll.
Okay. That's 77. Yeah, I'd like to, if I may.
Right?
Thankfully, this is not Delta Grain, and that's not a critical fumble.
Thankfully, this is not Delta Green for so many reasons.
Now you push the roll.
Like the one good roll we got was me shooting Ben.
roll.
Oh, and the hyperfist.
Yeah.
Make an offer.
You don't make me offers.
I would like to push the roll.
I love it.
This is about to go.
I
poorly.
love it.
Oh no.
Gonna go so bad. Oh, maybe not. That is a hard success.
Okay. All right. Well, then.
You survived this.
Open close.
That's how you use a book. You open it and you close it.
Yeah, I'm effectively trying to like corkscrew it.
Right. Well, you got a hard success. So yeah, you managed to jerk it hard to the left, and the hat sort of tears out of Rudy. Make me a con roll.
My fingertips. I needed those.
This is how you'd be the greatest cat burglar in England.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
On the nose.
All right. So your arm like rubber bands back into you,
Sploing.
and there is a moment of excruciating pain. But then you're just like, oh, I'm back. Okay. And there's no fez in your hand.
Well, you have to remember, half of my body's been shattered.
Well, it's true.
So that sort of feeling, it's not, okay. It's like, oh, I need to throw up really quick.
This hurts less. Oh, it still
shock.
hurts.
Yeah.
And more red smoke just sort of wafts out of the book. So you had gone towards the table while this is all going on.
Yes, I was inching towards.
And the table is sort of like...
I think I was going to do that.
And then you started...
And then
Oh, that's right. You tried to hyperphysics.
I tried to hyperphysics.
All right, so that breaks up.
I see this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Rudolph, are you quite all right?
No.
Fair enough.
And I've taken out the spoon and I'm holding it the offhand.
You're looking at the guy who said you were going to die.
Yeah.
Betters, if that book has that effect on fezzes, perhaps it is a fez that's underneath the table. Perhaps you approach the table with, there's no one attached.
Do we flip the table, then you book the fez?
That may be the best way to handle this.
Book the Fez is a good episode title.
Yeah, I'll shamble
way to
over
do
to
it.
one side of the table.
Wait, where's Klaus?
He ran that
He's
way.
after Meerkat.
Can you both handle that? I think I should maybe try and find
No.
where he is.
No, let's do this first.
You're like, when he says no, he's like, he totters as if he might pass out.
If he totters, I try and
Yeah, no, he-
hold him.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
Rudolph
I
looks
believe
like-
you have 2 hit points,
Yeah,
right?
2 hit points. I'm
you just
impressed
got
that I'm on my
spaghetti.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klaus can take care of himself, I suppose.
Oh, you have no idea.
All right. So,
On the count of 3.
yes.
So you're going to flip the table over.
Yeah, we pull the table towards us.
Book the fez.
Okay.
Shadows is on the
yeah,
other
it
side.
works perfectly. You guys flip the table, and it like leaps towards the book, and like it goes right in, and more red smoke comes out.
That seemed too easy.
That's a problem.
It seemed to want to go into the book.
Is this smoke dissipating or is it collecting?
No, it's dissipating.
Okay.
It seems like a after effect of being absorbed by the book.
It's like a vape cloud.
It may well...
Smells like strawberry.
Well, it may well be,
brains.
sir, that the like is calling to like,
It's a demonic book.
and the fezzes were also fairly demonic, so...
May I see the book,
I'm gonna
please, better?
go after Klaus.
All right.
You're in no shape to be going
So
anywhere.
yeah, you stagger to the
down.
door, and then you open the door. And as you open the door, Klaus slides down the ladder, like using the outside,
Oh, like Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
So cool.
and turns around and make me a psychology roll.
Oh no, I was just gonna without looking.
I think Rudy should get, but I think Rudy should get advantage on his
I'll give you
psychology roll.
advantage.
Rudy's not looking. Rudy's just like, oh, you're alive.
Yeah.
And then goes back in the lounge car.
No, I was gonna give him a hug.
Okay.
Well, half hug.
All right. All right.
Bring
So,
it in, bro.
so psychology, but no advantage because you're not looking.
Yeah. 8.
All right. When you hug Rudy,
This is not your typical hug.
Rudy
Something
does
wrong.
not respond. Rudy's just standing.
You mean Klaus?
Klaus!
Because Rudy's having trouble too, but there's reasons.
That's a one-armed hug.
Yeah.
But yeah, Klaus does not respond.
It's okay. It's okay. We took care of it.
We did.
We took care of it. It's okay.
Yeah. That is okay. Are
It's
you
okay.
Are you okay?
I will be. Are you okay?
I will be.
Okay.
Mencap fell off the train.
Oh no. There's no sorrow or anything there.
I'm not sorry either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's celebrate.
Well, the book and I.
Yeah. And I
Betters, I think
we
I
come
should
in. We step in.
take care of
You come into the lounge, and they're like, there's almost something confrontational about this thing about the book. As,
Thank you,
The
Betters.
book is important. It makes you the.
Yes, very much so.
It makes you the controller. Mencap mentioned that. We need it.
Yes. Betters, perhaps I should take the book?
Well, the book has the This is the book that will tell us how to.
How to destroy the things in question.
And I'm sure I'd be able to read it, if not Klaus, but
I mean, the cover's in English, right? We can tell that much.
Is it
hard-
Arabic?
it's the cover is in Turkish.
I can read the cover. I know Turkish.
I'll look down at it. Is the smoke dissipated at this point?
The smoke is gone. The fez on the front seems bigger and even more leering. It's got like a very satisfied smirk.
Oh, Klaus gets revived for a second. Did you get the fez under the table?
Yes, it went into the book.
Oh, sorry. I meant to mention that
No, it's
it
fine.
went there.
We logically worked it out.
Good.
Yeah, what does
Yes.
the Turkish say?
So on the cover of the book is in Turkish. You have not opened the book.
Right. What's
In
the-
Turkish, it says the Whispering Fez.
So this is the Whispering Fez. This
He
is
said something about Arabic.
You hear a bottle being opened at the book.
Yes, pour me one too, please.
I would also like a drink.
Yeah. Drinks all around.
In a moment, so...
There's a psychic tug of war with you in the middle right now over that book.
I would very much need to study this book for the betterment of all of us. to be able
Under
to-
one condition.
I don't see how you're in a position to be.
I'm the one holding the book, so...
And I am your employer, so please hand over the book.
No, so...
What's the condition? Meadows.
When it is not actively
does
being
this?
studied, it's locked up.
All right.
Oh, yes, that's fine. But
That's all I wanted,
I just wanted to, and all I wanted was see the book.
You great idiot.
Well,
I'll toss it on the table.
And I'm passing around like fortified wine. I think this is appropriate celebratory.
Yeah, I think it takes a second for my fingers to like let go of it after all
and
of
that-
those electric shocks.
That tingly feeling sticks around for a while.
Yeah, but I do like just fling it down because it hurts and I hate this thing.
I'll sort of like absentmindedly grab a glass of wine from
Your
Rudy.
fingers have a little bit of red on them. Not as much as, say, Klaus's.
Wow.
It's mostly my blood.
You should wash that out, Klaus.
Yeah.
Are we going to take this back to our cabin? And I turn to the other gentleman who's been cowering in the
Henri
corner.
will stagger up and goes, Henri could use a drink.
Oh, yeah. I'll get a glass for him, and I'll get a glass for the other.
All right, you pull out the
gentleman
fortified wine, and Henri just goes, ugh. Stand aside. Henri starts making martinis.
Oh, good man.
I'm going to try to be restrained. I'm gonna have only like 3.
You're gonna hold back. You're holding back.
Yeah.
You know what? Hopefully you won't need them right now, but Duke Fleeg has come through coins for the coinless.
Coins for the coinless.
Oh, that was close.
That was close.
Coins for the coinless.
Yeah, we
Blood
are.
for the blood god.
We have 2 left.
Toss
Kittens
a
for the
coin
king
to
coin.
your players.
Henri is making martinis and passing them out, and the guy who cowered is coming up, and Henri talks to him for a minute, and then he says, "Henri must ask, please, that we never speak of what has happened here."
Speak of what?
As Rudolph is pulling a tablecloth over the body.
By the way, Henri
hand
does not know about the dead Russian.
Oh.
I don't know about the dead Russian.
There you go.
I hand the gun back to the guy.
Henri will take it and clean it off.
Henri, I must mention there is a very much injured gentleman in the next hall.
2 of them, I think.
We had nothing to do with that part.
No. You
Something
have
about
saved the strip. You are beyond reproach to Henri.
Something about the horns of cuckolds and...
There was a whole drama that was happening completely separate.
Seems the Russians who speak French are having a bit of a tiff.
Giving him a terrestrial thing that he understands is strengthening him, and he says, "Well, let us go see who Henri must remove from their train in Vienna." Pardon. And he will stride over out to the other car.
Bodies.
I'm gonna-
Lots of them.
I'm going to take a piece of cutlery. It doesn't have to be silver or
You've
not.
pretty much run through the silver in the
I am
car.
keeping this spoon.
And I'm going to use it to flip over the cover of the book to read the title page.
That sounds like the perfect way to read this book.
I don't want to touch it.
It's quite
With
big.
tongs.
It's quite.
Yeah.
The book is. It's a full.
It's a
you know,
tome.
Will you take
Yeah.
2 of the silver spoons, get something in between, like a rubber band, so you can tease her?
And then play the spoons. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
And then the mouth harp.
I do have spoons as an instrument.
What?
No.
All right.
Art spoons.
Art spoon.
Dr. Smith spent some time in Appalachia and
I believe it.
picked up a curious.
No, Art Spoons is my father.
I'm looking over your shoulder
Yeah, that's fair.
with a glass of wine in my hand.
What do you think, Klaus?
Well, let's take a look.
Do either of you speak Arabic?
No.
No. With
Okay.
the covers in Turkish.
So-
what the devil is this about?
You speak Turkish.
No, but he does.
I
Yeah.
do.
All right. So I'd like to apologize to any linguists listening to this podcast.
I make
This
the
is-
bridge.
This is a massive simplification, but Arabic and Turkish have many. It's like Portuguese. It's not like Portuguese and Spanish, but it's similar, especially once the Ottomans came in. So
I'm going to struggle my way through it.
I'm going to allow you to use Turkish with a penalty die.
Could I help with etymology?
Yeah, you know what? I would totally accept that. Every once in a while, Dr. Smith will be like, "What's this word?" And you'll be like, "Think about the root."
Yeah.
And that sort of thing.
So I'm helping. So can I take away the penalty die, or how? Does...
I'll totally. Well, make your etymology. roll
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Well, and point of order, I do have a 60 in linguistics. If that does anything.
Well, but etymology here is very specific to this.
I make it.
All right, so you don't. Yeah, it's just a normal roll then
So I'm helping.
on your Turkish.
There was a set somebody got me. a couple
love
of
that.
bags.
I like that bag. Yeah, it's swank.
There's a hole in it.
It does have a hole in it, but it's for Rode microphones.
Ooh. Not
If I could.
Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored.
Rode microphone.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag could be sponsored.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep mentioning a company that doesn't give us money.
Well, you know.
As I drink a soda.
Oh baby, it's an 8. Oh.
Yeah. All right.
oh.
So as you
Arabic and
get.
Turkish are the same language.
Yeah, as you sort of get into this,
Klaus, you're right. This the order of nouns.
Your buddy.
Hyperphysics.
You're so smart. You are
Nouns, Klaus. Nouns.
Yes, that is. You're reinstating my belief in language. I believe that.
Language exists for a reason.
It's all nonsense. It's not real.
No, it's actually all fake, which is why we can figure this out.
As we're going, I'm getting more excited. I'm downing drinks.
Well, fantastic.
Rudy stops at 5.
After about 3 drinks that Julius is having,
Not martinis.
they're carefully being replaced with water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't.
You don't even notice. Yeah.
I also ask for an eclair.
I think Klaus doesn't even finish the first one because he's he's absorbed by this.
So yeah, you two, that would be Rudy and Beddoes. They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
They are just
We're Nerd Town.
they are-
Population us.
and they are not sleeping. They are sitting here in the lounge car. You see
Why do you think I'm drinking?
you see the remaining staff go and start cleaning up in here, and then they head to the other car to clean up.
I do stop Henri for that ointment and
Yeah, he'll give
something cold.
but of course, monsieur.
Ice from the ice car.
I'll also ask Henri if we can get a basin of warm water so that while Klaus is distracted, we get the hand washed and cleaned out and possibly bandaged up.
Klaus peas.
Hey, I'm cool. Let me be cool.
Rudolph is going to go to bed.
Just trying to get him taken
very
care of.
Thank you.
And so you're going to bed.
We spend the day.
You three are in the lounge car.
Yeah, Beddoes is taking care of these two while they're just absorbed. He's absolutely used to
You
this.
can make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Can I? Oh, I can. That is a critical success.
Okay, so there are people they have done a surprisingly good job of making everyone else in the train not think that horrors have been occurring here.
Good for them.
And so people are coming into the lounge car and, sitting and that sort of thing.
What smells like hyperphysics?
Like grinding gears and oil.
But
And peppermint?
there is a woman dressed in black with a veil, and she is suspicious to you because she's clearly looking for someone. It's not you, because she doesn't give you the time of day, but she's looking, and did you get a hard success?
I got a critical success.
Critical success. She doesn't want people to see her face. So she is looking for someone without letting them know that she's looking for someone.
How many tentacles does she have?
There's a
normal amount.
There's a pleasant lack of tentacles.
There's kind of an undulating happening under the skirt, but we don't ask questions about that.
Yeah, that would be impolite.
It would be very, very rude.
You feel the train stop. You presume it's Vienna.
Okay.
And
We do not.
yeah, you two don't even notice. You're asleep.
Yeah.
And
I'd mentioned to you earlier I did want some sausage.
Would I have remembered to ask Klaus for
I would
some
make
sort
sure
of
that you're
sling?
fed.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Vienna sausage.
Yeah, we'll see if we're here long enough.
and the train starts up again, and you hear some sort of commotion, and you see Henri come in with a tall man with a preposterously walrusy white mustache.
What's Perot?
He's bald, and he's wearing a military uniform
Oh.
of, I mean, were you in the military?
Oh. Okay, so based on Batman logic, I just believe that every very good butler has military background, and then there's also Artemis Fowl, whose butler also has an extensive.
I love Artemis Fowl, and I love you for knowing that.
Hell yeah, Butler has a lot of military
Butler's
training.
great.
That's a prerequisite for butlering.
Like butlering to
if
the.
you cannot fire if you're not comfortable with a Gatling gun, you're not a butler.
You're not.
Jeeves had no military background.
I mean, I do have 70 in handgun, so.
Also, Downton Abbey, the man's man has extensive. It's a foregone conclusion.
It's just a rule.
You're in the military, Beddoes.
Or you're the odd man out.
yeah, you're the exception that proves the rule.
You were in the circus instead.
You were an orphan.
I grew up on the streets. That's where I learned all of my stuff. I was not in the military proper.
Yeah,
I knew how to
some
press some trousers on the streets.
Some sort of very fancy uniform.
Okay.
And this guy is rapidly speaking in German.
Oh, I know
Henri.
German.
I also know
You're
German.
preoccupied.
I have an 80 in German. I don't even hear it.
No, right now you're being sucked into this book metaphorically.
Maybe
Possibly.
physically, too.
Hypophysics.
And he will like look over and he locks eyes on the book and he says, Gott im Himmel, you have found the book.
Keep your voice down, please. Yes, we have found it. We're trying.
Never tell a baron what to do.
Oh, it's the bear. It's our contact.
I am paying for all of this. I do what I wish.
Do I
Yes,
notice this?
Yeah, you hear, you
Guten
hear a guy
Tag,
yelling.
Bären. I'll say in German.
Nice. Just, endlich jemand spricht eine richtige Sprache.
Oh, you've been waiting to pull out the German. That was great, man. That was
He actually speaks German.
Yeah,
He
that's
says,
great.
finally, someone speaks a real language.
Yeah. I can't do that, but I.
I'm going to respond in Turkish saying that, yes, but the book's in Turkish. Or, yeah, the book's in Arabic.
And he says, I know, I've read it.
You've read the book?
Yes. Which one of you will wear the fez?
None of us have yet.
No, which one will? One of you must wear the fez. Then you will become the controller.
Yes.
When you have the book, you learn the spell.
Yes.
And then we can end this.
Oh.
I'm going to look around to see how the rest of the passengers
Yeah.
are reacting to the screaming that's happening.
Yeah, no, they're all just like, what is this?
Baron, perhaps we should retire to a sleeping
Yes,
chamber.
I don't.
Beddoes, make me a spot hidden.
Okay. That is a 38, which is a regular success.
All right, the lady is like laser focused on the Baron.
Baron, I don't think it was part of the agreement that any of us take control. It's just then, well,
You have met the madman, yeah?
met.
Let's retire to our compartment, Baron.
I quite agree.
I hope it is first class.
You've paid for it,
You paid
so
for it.
it's
That's
whatever you
probably
paid for.
Very well.
One of the cabins.
He
I'm not
goes
there, but one
and
of
he
the cabins definitely
closes the
opened up.
book and he picks it up and he says, which way are we going?
I'll take him.
Yes.
Wait a minute. The book is hot. Someone has used this book, huh?
We were.
You have seen the power.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's.
maybe
We should
talk
have this
about this
conversation
somewhere else,
sort of
yes.
in a private.
All right, yeah, you drag him out, but he's kind of like looking at you with a new estimation because he thinks you did it on purpose.
Right.
So as we're walking out, I think we probably start like chattering about the things we've learned.
Yeah. What did we?
Funny you should say that. We'll
Oh.
find out when we come back from break because we're going to the math room.
I love algebra.
Hyperphysics.
Hyperphysics.
I just need to pee.
Hyperphysics saves
There's a P in
lives.
hyperphysics.
That's right.
Not the way
two.
not the way I spell it.
How do you spell hyper without a P?
That's a good question.
Welcome back, internet friends. And if you ever have the chance to use the math room here in this studio, I can only recommend it. There are imaginary numbers there like you wouldn't believe.
I divided by 0.
I failed my sanity roll.
The math room explodes. Pooja, I just gave you a handout. Why don't you read that to our lovely listeners?
Handout.
All right. On becoming a true master of the fez, you must give yourself up to the blood-red fez before it rewards you. Only by wearing the fez, by risking that your will is weak and you are unworthy and will thus be consumed by the fez, can you emerge tested and triumphant and able to channel its grand and terrible powers.
What, in meta?
There's more. Do you want
Oh,
to
certainly.
read one?
Terrible powers. The creation of subsequent fezzes. Once one has mastered the fez, it is possible to spawn more, which are alike in power to the first. This requires the initial wearer a sacrifice of some small part of the soul, either his own or another's.
He looked at you when he said that.
Yeah, my soul. I'm using it.
You don't have
Barely.
one.
In this way,
things.
in this way, each day another fez can be brought forth into infinity. With each wearer, the master, capital M, master, can achieve power greater than can be believed. Oh my. Who's next? Do we want to round robin?
You two
Back
just
and forth.
go back.
We're the ones
You're
reading
the
it,
ones
so...
Go on, go on.
Challengers to the master. Beware! Others who gain a fez may try and assert themselves as masters. Heed my advice and keep a small group of acolytes in fezes that one may expend when the challenge comes.
Interesting. So perhaps the tall Turkish man was one of the vassals that...
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
All right.
Oh, his fez got away.
The control of the damned. Left uncontrolled, the fez will destroy the wearer. Once that happens, the thing that the fez wearer becomes may be controlled by other, more powerful masters of the fez. They will be as mindless thralls, bent only to the master's desires.
And last but not least, the gate and the key. The blood-red fez is the gate and the key. If the blood of a prince is present, the fez may call forth that which waits outside.
That would wait.
Capital O outside.
Capital O outside.
That which waits outside.
What is outside?
What is outside?
Who is a prince?
Did I hear you saying something about being a
Carriage.
And
Ride the ride. It doesn't
the-
mention the eternal dance.
You have heard the fez!
Yes.
Baron,
It spoke to you. You must wear the fez!
Baron, and how invested are what is your aim with this fez?
Science.
Well, I
Well,
do
then we
like
are in agreement.
science.
Yes, we are in agreement in that regard.
But also saving the world.
Oh.
You become the controller of the fez. You destroy them all.
Interesting.
I could choose to destroy it?
Yes.
You become the master of the fez. You are able to control them, and you are able to, keep the power contained. as
And
it were.
you think this is...
Klaus, of all of us, I think you are the closest to being.
You have heard the voice.
and you've heard the voice, obviously.
Do you have a fez? Did they all become subsumed by the book?
I don't.
I would wake up Rudy so he can be a part of this conversation.
Oh, Rudy is, he has taken your pillow from your bed and put it over his head.
Yeah, he is pretty much out. He's got he's rubbed a bunch of balm on his chest, and
Smells like Vicks Vapor Rub.
does,
there.
yeah.
Is there any alcohol in his bed? Like near him?
Like cuddling.
You don't
like
see
a
any.
bottle.
If he's got a pillow over his head, I'm going to lean over to the Baron and say, he actually tried to smother someone with a pillow, so this is somewhat ironic. He also shot a man.
I don't.
Oh God!
You don't have to tell. You do not have to tell everyone.
We don't have time for these trivialities. We have all shot men, yes?
Yes, I haven't.
Klaus is silent.
But meta level, everyone,
Wait, can I do a spot hidden on that?
Do a spot hidden.
meta level, everyone does remember there is one Fez locked away.
Yeah.
Okay,
We just haven't.
told him.
Yeah.
Good.
5 out of 75.
You definitely note the silence.
That's a mental bookmark for
that'll show up in the diary.
for old professor.
These trivialities mean nothing.
I
Before we arrive in Constantinople, you must have the time to subsume the Fez to your will, and you must complete reading the book.
Now, Baron, we've noticed that the Fezes can be carnivorous, or now that Metcalf, who was, I assume, the previous master, is dead, would the Fez be able to go on?
Do you know Metcalf is dead?
He said that
No.
he said that he fell,
Fell off the train.
Yes, we can assume Metcalf is dead falling off a train. I mean, the likelihood of surviving such a...
Well, once you are connected with the Fez, you will know. If there's no master, no one will try and take you over.
I believe that I can. If he's alive, then I don't believe his will is stronger than mine.
At that comment, my eyebrows definitely wrinkle up. And okay.
I very much appreciate your bravado. You are clearly not French.
I'm not. You're right. I have family in Germany, actually.
Ausgezeichnet.
Baron,
Klaus understood that.
Baron,
Excellent.
what is your experience personally with Fez?
I have read the book, but I have never seen a Fez.
And what
I'm keenly interested.
is that? Because you haven't found one, or because you haven't had the
They
opportunity?
are not common items.
So there are only so many Fezes in the world.
Yeah.
Sir, we know you through Professor Stallingham
right.
and his contact in Constantinople.
Yeah. Professor Demir.
Demir. So he's an associate of yours?
I know Demir. Yeah, he's a good man. Very smart.
And you mentioned saving the world.
Yeah.
What is...
Elaborate on that.
Can you
if you would.
explain?
It's in the book. They're trying to summon some horrible...
The other.
Outside.
From outside.
Eine unglaubliche Sache.
I agree
Unthinkable
with my
thing.
German. Yeah.
We need subtitles for
I
Ezra goes into German.
I am
It's just
actually,
a socially
I'm doing
acceptable
German
form
and
of spitting.
Duolingo right now. I was inspired by Erna, but I'm not that far.
I do ask if Bettos could get some cream puffs or something while we're.
There's no time to eat. We must focus.
I'm just.
You, sir, are a hedonist. I have no time for hedonists.
What? I just would.
Bend your will
Little peck.
to the object at hand. We must all focus and give all of our attention and our willpower
course.
to the mission at hand.
Of course, Baron. I completely apologize. Bettos, do not bring any cream puffs into this car whatsoever.
Why are you still talking?
Beddoes is standing off to the side, just arms crossed, listening to all of this.
Every time you look at that book, just a little tingle in your fingers.
So
We do have
Can you-
access to one
You have a fez?
phase.
we do.
Wo? Where?
It's locked away for safekeeping.
Well, open it! Bring it! Schnell!
We
I look at
there's
With the entitlement that only comes with being a noble, he has ignored Beddoes.
of course. We are rather apprehensive about conducting such an experiment
Feigling!
without proper protocols. This is
We have no time for protocols. This is an unexplored vista. We must move forward.
I would like to.
Unexplored vistas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to just put out there to us all that if we are men of science, and we are in fact doing this for the betterment of all mankind, Baron, that we do this in the correct way without as much risk as possible.
Your conscience will be the undoing of the world. There's no time. Bring me the fez.
Sir, if you want me to put that fez on, then we will hear him out.
I think that there are scientific
We have 4
methods.
days before we get to Constantinople.
Agreed.
4 days to
Jetzt haben
master
wir
the fez.
3 Tagen.
3 days, yes.
In
So,
any case, I think we need to do this in a practical, scientific method so that there is as little.
The lip curl of disdain from him is just like immediate.
Baron, I completely understand, but this is my very best friend who is risking his life for mankind. I think the least we can do is ensure its success.
And now we see why the English always lose. Oh, we must be careful. Oh no, it's going to be scary. Perhaps we should put it in a box.
Boy,
None!
Boy, that's something that's going to come back to bite him in like 20 years.
We move forward with strength.
I
sir,
respectfully disagree.
As the English always do. Respect has no place here. I do not respect you.
That is apparent.
sir, you say will. What does that mean? What do I need to master this?
Why do we argue semantics?
This is important information. This isn't just semantics. This is the process in which we will master the fez. I don't understand your.
If you are an expert in this and I am about to do this thing, then I would like to know more about what I will need to do.
We have no idea.
The book does not say more?
The book says you wear the fez, you control them. You know the ritual when you finish the book.
So, I propose this. We allow Klaus to finish reading the book before we don the fez so that he is adequately prepared. I'm doing the German. I have to go teeth forward. Excuse me. Let me bring my teeth out. We allow him to finish the book so that there is the greatest chance of success. Without reading the book, then perhaps something can go wrong that you, Baron, may not foresee.
Very well. Come with me. I will help you with the book.
See, this is very fair. If you've read the book, I think, Klaus, that may be the best course of action.
And I would like Julius to be there.
If I am required,
Why?
I would be happy to.
Because
assist.
he is my cohort and someone I respect deeply.
We've been studying such things for a while now, and we work very
If
well
we
together.
end this conversation, then fine.
All right, let's all go read a book.
And there will be cream puffs.
You are the cream puff.
I mean,
He goes towards the he picks up the book and goes back towards the lounge car.
why do we need to do this alone? Why can we not do it in here where...
We must have schnapps to read the book properly.
Oh, but no cream puffs. I will go fetch the schnapps and the cream puffs, and then we would begin.
Sir, if I may,
Yes, Beddoes.
there was a woman in the lounge car who was very interested
Ha! A spy!
in the Baron and being very careful to keep people from seeing her face.
Baron, do you know of anyone else particularly invested in finding the book and the fez?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
There was a woman...
Yes, Klaus,
That was-
translate my paltry English.
Yeah. There was a woman watching you in the car. Interested in you. Beddoes noticed. In the book.
She has good taste.
I'll say this in German. Do you know of anyone who is also after this book?
Everyone. This book is power.
Someone is after you because of your association with the book.
Let them come.
And then in Turkish, I'm going to say, and probably that mustache.
And he'll say, I'll kill them, just like I've killed the others.
I will go fetch the schnapps and a tray of nibbles, sir. It is likely advisable to stay out of sight.
Is the fez in this room?
We don't quite know. That information has been kept from us.
That's not true. You know exactly which room it's in.
I am lying. Because this man
And he's just
intimidating.
looking straight into Klaus.
Well, we know that Klaus is a bad liar, but also he just killed a man today, so maybe his straight face has gotten better. Is this fast talk or?
I'll accept fast talk.
I'm not good at it, but
Do I need to
We'll see.
lie as well?
I mean,
He's not even paying attention.
I rolled well, but not well enough.
All right.
So my face is enough.
Yeah.
It's a 5. It's a hyperphysics roll.
We have a new
You can make a
shorthand.
hyperphysics roll.
It's a hyperphysics. That's the title of the next episode. It's a hyperphysics roll.
I wrote down everything that was in that book, and I lessened some things. Hyperphysics was not one of them, because it was already a 5. I also have something called bon mot.
Bon mot.
You were OP.
It is. You know where the fez is.
It's in this room.
Is it speaking to you right now?
Is it?
No.
In the box, it doesn't speak to me.
We must let it free.
No, we finish the book just as we said. Betters will fetch your
The voice of the
snuffs.
fez will help.
It will not. It will distract. I have seen my friend when under these effects. It's not advisable. It's not scientific.
Don't you want to hear the voice?
No,
of the fez?
that is not happening. I'm doing the German thing.
When you get exasperated,
infection.
you go German.
I've heard that before.
I agree that I'm not completely rational when the fez is when I'm hearing it.
That is for the better, because
It says
you
it
must.
does say you must give yourself up to the fez.
Jawohl!
I must.
Baron, with all due respect, I think we should stick to the plan that we've already put in place, which is finish the book in our right minds with a little bit of schnapps, and we continue thereafter.
Look, give us the day.
Give us the day at least.
Very well. Let us
all due respect.
let us go. And he will start very quickly, showing you parts of the book and showing you sort of new ways that you haven't considered the translation. He apparently is quite fluent. And in fact, he'll flip to halfway through, the book changes to hieroglyphics.
Jesus.
And he's like, you see this symbol. And he starts pointing out what the symbols are.
Do you know the history of this book? Why is the writing?
The first half of the book was a half in Arabic, was written first. It slowly drove the author mad. These hieroglyphics, a language he created.
Oh, so it's not Egyptian hieroglyphics. No, it's...
I can understand the impulse.
You were saying
I have
language has no
spent-
meaning earlier, so...
I have spent a lifetime learning this pretend language.
Well, all languages pretend.
You are not wrong.
Yes. You're
It is a
correct.
construct.
It is a construct, and this is just as
It is a
legitimate as any
polite
other
way.
language. But you know this language. Yeah. Well, keep going.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Where is
Sure.
Meadows with those?
I have done the gentleman's gentleman thing and disappeared silently and then come back with
There you
a
are.
small
Yes.
silver tray of
Wonderful.
everything required.
He starts to show you the hieroglyphic stuff and make me a Cthulhu mythos roll.
It's a 7, baby.
Can I help with that?
Do you want to?
Make me a hyperphysics roll.
Better than your hyperphysics.
Well, bon mot.
I don't make it.
All right. But you didn't fumble.
I didn't fumble.
Okay.
I don't make
He's trying to teach you something, and you're just not grokking it. He's not trying to teach you the language. He's trying to teach you something out of the book.
But it
And
feels...
finally he gets exasperated and he's like, the ritual! You must learn the ritual!
And I need the fez to learn it. But do you know it?
No,
What is... So you're trying to teach me something you don't know.
I know of it. I can
But what does it do?
I can read about painting. I cannot paint.
But what does the ritual do?
Controls the fez.
It doesn't bring back this other from the.
No.
Okay.
We don't have
that-
the blood of a prince, I presume.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Well,
Do you?
You are in order for knighthood.
but not me. I'm saying that there were some Russian czars on board.
Russian nobility.
Nobility.
Do I have any blood
They were
on
Russian.
me? Who
They were.
touched me?
They were. I did touch him, but I have washed my hands since then.
Do we know
Wait,
what happened to them?
what?
There was Russian nobility.
They
Do
were
we even
Russians.
want the blood? What is the blood?
They were Russians.
Blood
who-
calls from the outside. We don't want the blood.
No,
Okay.
but that's what I think. If we had the blood of a prince, perhaps we would be killing something from the outside, but we don't, so we won't.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that.
So we don't need to worry, but
We wash everything down just in case.
what is the fez? Why is it speaking to me and us?
The fez is a conduit to another reality.
The ride?
Yeah.
I don't like it when your face looks like that. The mustache quivers in a way that just makes me.
The mustache is just like buzzing now, and he says, "Und you are the carriage."
Yes.
Have you heard this as well?
He hasn't.
I have read things.
You don't know how to paint, right? You know of painting.
I think.
Klaus, you are the only one. The only ones that can save us all.
Klaus, I know this is a lot of pressure, but
Put the
it seems
fez
as
on.
if you are the one to be doing this.
With the fez on, you will learn the ritual.
And in a way, you have been wanting to do this since you set eyes on the thing.
Since you heard it.
Well, since you
Ride
heard
the
it.
ride.
I don't like how you're saying that. Better.
I wish Rudy was awake.
I don't know who that is.
It's my brother.
It's not important.
He'll be up by the time it's dinner. Is it dinner time?
It is dinner time.
Oh, then he'll be up.
Better, would you?
So
fetch-
Rudy comes in, like, you come in through the bathroom,
Yeah.
and you see this crazy person looming over. They're sitting at a table, and he's like looming over them, and he's like he's hectoring Klaus about wearing the fez.
And I have a little bit of cream puff in my.
There's a bottle of schnapps on the table.
Klaus,
Rudy.
let's go get dinner.
Is this another one?
This is my brother,
Klaus'
Rudolf
brother.
Klein, Baron von Hoffler.
Baron.
You look like a peasant.
Excuse you.
You could dress. What? There's blood all over you.
This is an Olympian. He's.
Oh, do you have any of the
No, there's
Russian
no
blood on you?
me. There's no blood on me.
Your shirt is torn.
Shirt's torn, but the creature that did it didn't leave any blood. It just
He was attacked by a creature
Cauterized, I'll
in
pull it
in the
open.
shadows.
We're doing important things.
yeah, we're getting
Please do
dinner.
not disrespect my brother.
I think we
He
should.
disrespects himself. Focus on the book.
No, have some dinner. Come on, let's go.
I think we should. I think we're going to be ordering in, Rudy.
Bring dinner here if you must.
Yes, there's somebody after the Baron and
I'll grab your arm and just come on, let's go.
I think a break is in order.
I think perhaps.
Are you English?
I'm American, and I walk out with
even
Rudy.
worse. So it's a break with drinking then. Ugh.
Yeah, I will. German. Yes, I will step away with
We
Rudy.
drink while we work.
Yeah, but beer isn't drinking.
But yeah, that's like
Beer's
just
just water.
German beer is.
Do you know what a Munich breakfast is?
No,
It's a Weiss beer and 2 white sausage. That is called the Münchener Frühstück. And you can, like, they have the Münchener Frühstück, the Amerikaner Frühstück, that's like eggs and stuff, but no beer. But the German breakfast has beer in it.
Yeah, spasibo.
So,
What's on the
are you just
menu?
going to leave the Baron alone in the room?
I mean,
Because he's just like, And he's like back at the book. And
So
he's
I mean,
like,
those two left. I'm looking
I'm,
over
I'm,
at.
I'm gonna follow them. Perhaps better as you keep an eye on the Baron.
Ooh, ouch. I'm not there. Oof.
he's not even listening. He's just like flipping pages through the book.
I just mean poor Beddoes.
Yeah.
I don't trust him, and he has the book. And if we appear to be as closely cahooted, then perhaps this person is going to be after us as well.
Go get food, sir.
Yes, thank you. What do you?
I'll go get
Do you
food.
want- do you want anything?
I'll get food when
Do you want me
all
to bring
come
you a
back.
doggy bag?
I will kick you in the shit.
Not after the last time we talked about this. You're not allowed to kick me in the shoes.
You can't stop me, sir.
No, that's true, and we've proven that. But I am only saying that, well, if you'd like a salad or something, I can perhaps
I
ask.
prefer not to eat the food that my food eats.
The Baron laughs at that. Listen to your servant,
Yeah.
Englishman.
That'll be all, Beddoes.
Food.
Of course. I will send it over. I won't bring it myself. I'll have somebody else do it.
Give him a significant little nod.
Be a steak, probably.
And be over here like, he needs to get out of here before he strangles the Baron.
I just don't
This is the most
understand.
fired up we've seen.
I just don't understand what he's. He
There's
says
not
he
a-
claims to be a scientist.
There's
but
not a vase in this room, is there? He's reading that, he's absorbing that book and just like,
Julius puts the fez on him. Now you'll shut up.
You know, he says he wants for the betterment.
This is what dinner is like. Julius is
He's
just like the whole time.
he's
Well,
just-
hopefully
as,
before
as
he
you're,
arrives.
yeah.
I just.
You had a chance to recoup it all?
No. I've been reading and listening to the Baron, who's a lot. And he said some very cruel things to you and Julius. I don't appreciate that, but
very
he's
cruel,
German,
man.
and you know our family. They get
We've
intense,
got,
so
good
he wants me
Germans
to put on the fez because we learned a lot from the book.
bullying us into putting on the.
No,
face.
I mean, but he's
things come out of those
unscientific.
things.
yes, but if you can read this, I wrote this down.
So let's get some food in us, and then before we go back, we'll go to the lounge. We'll play some cards.
Cards, yes. Take
We
a note
can
on.
we can process.
The world
He
is at
can't tell us
stake.
what to do. He can't be. He's not the boss of us.
He's so angry.
Just
It's like watching
look,
an angry chihuahua.
those what three?
Look, I've
three-
done a lot for this fez, so it has to be worth it, right?
Just the 3 hours this morning that I was awake was too much.
I'm starting to shovel bratwurst and mashed potatoes.
Take a break. Just we'll enjoy
Okay,
your meal.
we're gonna enjoy the meal.
We'll go
but then
into the lounge. We'll play some cards, and then
Play some cards. He
you
can't
can
tell us what to do.
you can get a good night's sleep.
May I sit down? There's a
Veiled lady.
veiled lady wants to join you for dinner.
Shove off!
I'm sorry. He's been. We've had a bit of a day.
I wish to speak to you about my father.
Oh.
I stop. I'm a gape. Father?
Sit down.
My name is Ilse von Hofler, and my father is a very sick man.
What?
I'm concerned about his sanity.
We should listen to.
Can,
yes,
can
go
I
on.
can I do a like?
Yeah, what do you want? Psychology?
fraud?
Psychology.
I have detect fraud.
You sure? If you have detect fraud, then detect fraud.
Yeah.
If you're take the better of detect fraud or
Dr.
Oh,
psychology.
detect fraud is 45. Psychology is 55.
Dr.
Whichever-
Smith's sheet is a.
Yeah.
Listen, we all agreed I was gonna be. I have so many things written in here that aren't real.
And he can't read half of
I
them.
can't read them, and I forgot I had them. So really, the OP-ness and my ineptitude cancel each other out. Okay.
Don't eat your dice at me, sir.
That was beautiful and
you.
very well rolled.
16.
This woman is 100% upset and believes everything she's saying.
I take my napkin and I clean all the detritus that's on my face.
Please continue.
He's a madman. He speaks only of these ridiculous hats and a book. And
Exactly what I've been saying.
I mean, I could hear you all
we
through
could calm down.
I'm sorry.
There's no
He's
need to
just,
be so loud.
You know,
If my father knows I am here, he will fly into a rage.
he's already in a rage.
Could you explain
natural
his
point.
relationship with them and how he came to be so interested in the fezzes?
He's read many books in his life, and none of them have been good for him. He fills his head with illusions and fables and ridiculous stories. He believes that there is a city under the water. He believes that there are people in the
Atlantis,
sky.
Aliens, sure.
It's all
Unsubstantiated, unscientifically proven, but there are
Stupid.
many things that, well, let's not go so far, my dear.
I just have to say he read many books and none of them were good for him. That's an episode.
And none of them.
That's like a season type. Yeah,
Many books, and none were good for him.
yeah, that's Call of Cthulhu in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So are you? Do you possess any methods of extracting him from this, or are you asking us to do such thing?
What is your aim?
What is your aim?
I'm not proud of this. I have brought chloroform. Shit. And my goal is to incapacitate my father before Budapest, and then remove him from the train and take him home where he can get care. I think Dr. Freud might be able to help him.
Out of character?
I've heard of him.
Out of character, this is my job.
You know your way around some chloroform.
just like, oh, you need smother? Okay.
Rudy would be good at this.
I mean, you know Beddoes would be better at it because he doesn't see Beddoes.
That's true. Yeah. Can't see Beddoes.
Unfortunately, my dear, there seems to be quite a bit of credence to what your father claims.
Not another one. I can't. I don't have the strength. I just want my father back. He was a wonderful, loving, kind man, and then he became
Obsessed.
a raving lunatic.
When did this start happening?
5-6 years.
Interesting.
He has squandered our family fortune on books and items that he has bought from all over the world.
Our train tickets, he did purchase those.
I think you have a narrow viewpoint of the world, and I don't blame you for it. And I think that your viewpoint is legitimate, but I also think it's wrong.
Well,
And I'm sorry.
We know
well, but I mean, the things that he's asking definitely should require some deliberation. So I think we should listen.
Well, I think they could both be wrong.
that I think they both could be right.
Oh, that's an interesting.
I think that the Baron has obviously lost the scientific method and has become completely possessed by this idea, and our young lady wants what's best for him, and he wants what's best for the world.
He does not want what's best for the world. He wants what he thinks is best for him.
Which is?
To read these crazy books and slowly fritter away what's left of his humanity.
Now, this is what you've observed, but what has he said?
I can't understand half of what he says.
Me neither.
He
but-
yells and raves and
Sure.
goes on and on about the hats
Yes. We've
and Constantinople.
not respectable.
I'm asking you for help.
And I appreciate you reaching out.
I can feel the butt in that sentence.
We need to deliberate.
We do. We would very much like to help you. We need to understand a few things.
There's no time. The train arrives in Budapest.
You are his daughter.
When does it arrive in Budapest?
11 o'clock tonight. If you will not help me, I will make sure my father is off this train.
Oh,
I would hope that you would help a daughter save her father.
There's
That will come back and bite us.
an existential prickle goes up Klaus's spine.
Yeah, there's some weird, like...
This feels wrong.
Hyperphysics. Hyperphysics! The elongation of feelings.
But I see
Oh, rack focus.
I've
That's
come
what
to
I'm
the wrong
thinking.
place.
No,
Excuse me.
If we need to find you, though.
I'll be in the lounge car.
Well, this was a break.
And she gets up and she leaves. Sadly.
that was
Did she take her veil off?
unfortunate.
Yes. Yeah, when she sat
What's
down.
her...
She's
what's
got
her
his
height?
nose, for sure.
She's got...
But she's, I mean, she's,
But
you know,
not the mustache?
Yeah, what's
No,
the
she
mustache
doesn't have the
situation?
mustache.
I mean,
no.
that's not a deal breaker.
It's a cool mustache.
Yeah.
Was her middle name Trudy?
I know, Gertrude? No. All right.
Well, I think they both.
to money.
I think they both have.
Oh, God, that would, I wish I'd thought of that. Damn it. That would be so good.
I was thinking it might be, but that's okay.
I do think they both have very good points.
Yeah, he is kind of crazy.
He's
But what? Who am I to talk?
So I know Rudolph's definitely eating because he needs. Is Klaus eating?
pushing around some peas, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's eating, but like not voraciously. It's just sort of like mechanical.
Okay.
I've slowed down.
Yeah, he's
Calm down.
Started coughing. Is that what you're?
Yeah,
No,
Klaus
I
is-
think her presence has like now a little more pensive.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of
like
raving.
really mad. Yeah. I mean, I think Klaus is doing everything absentmindedly. So he's like, you know, when he was drinking, he was just drinking like sort of without thinking about it. And now he's eating without really thinking about it.
mechanically.
So it's just like, you know, sort of by rote. It's not like, you know, he's not relishing anything. He's just doing it.
Honestly, Klaus, I think this may be up to you most. You are ostensibly the linchpin to whether or not the Baron gets his way.
I mean, just because he gets his way doesn't mean we have to.
Oh, we're thinking about putting a fez on your brother.
I heard that much. Why doesn't the Baron put it on?
That is a very good question.
If he's so confident about
I don't know if I want him to.
I think he may have wrong aims. What we've learned from the fez is that it grants the wearer immense power. And, well, you've seen the man.
Have we seen that?
I've seen what?
I think we've seen it hollow
Before-
out skulls.
Before Mencap fell off,
It was Mencap who was
he
the
said
previous
that you
owner.
need the book to control the Fez.
Yeah. So,
And what we read in the book backed that up.
Well, what is he? I haven't seen
And-
anything about these fezes that is desirable. Like I don't see how any. I see no appeal. I don't see what the motive is.
while this
don't
is happening, I
understand
flagged
this.
down a waiter to send a steak to the room.
All right. He says, of course, sir.
And also a salad, like a side salad for the Baron. And I say for the Baron.
All right.
For the Baron.
For the Baron, of course. Yes. All right.
I mean, is this what the book has?
Rudolph,
What?
there's a threat
Hold on. You gave me the horrible.
Yes,
thing that
there's
you
a
wrote.
threat.
Klaus wrote down notes
Right, becoming
in
the
English.
master, creating more, challenging the master.
You've seen
control
what
of
these
the
things.
damned,
You can see what these things have
gate
done.
and the key.
You've seen what these things can do, and if it falls into the wrong hands, like Medcap or worse, then we wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And it seems as if Klaus is positioned the most.
I have a connection to
optimally.
this thing, for better or worse.
I think he should do
put
it.
the book in concrete and drop it to the bottom of the ocean.
Not going to stop. Do you think that would stop an undead creature like Maya's turned into?
Not the ocean, but the concrete. Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, they can chew on that for a while.
And then after that,
They'll lose their teeth.
and then after that,
They'll lose the rest of their face. It's
I don't
concrete.
know if they would.
Aren't you the least bit curious?
No.
Rudolph, this is for science.
I'm
No.
so glad he's come to my
Your
point of view.
brother is a scientist first and foremost.
Okay, study it, but that doesn't mean you have to put it on. We've seen the
He
map
said
of what happens
he
when
says
these are
that
put
to
on.
destroy the thing, I need to control the thing.
We must
That's
destroy
what he said.
the
What does the book said?
The book says similar.
Not what I've been handed here.
It hasn't mentioned destroying yet, but also I was
What about
trying
the
to
thing that
understand what
waits
he was.
on the outside? Why?
To
Nothing
be
about destroying this.
To be perfectly frank, we don't know everything that the book can say. And were your brother to put it on voluntarily
Well,
and with intention, then perhaps he would be able to understand more. And I think it's important that he does.
perhaps the both of you could read the book without the Baron's influence.
What, are you going to shoot him in the head like you did that other man?
I look around.
A waiter is. You hear a glass drop.
Julius, if you mention that one more time,
Just
no.
saying.
Listen to me.
No, there's a. What do I roll for a physical response to that?
Are you trying to withdraw or trying to not have one? Make a sanity roll.
Jesus.
And you make a sanity roll.
Yeah, that's a fail. I think I just reach out and like hit you.
Yeah, there's like a.
Not like
I
a
failed.
punch. No, I didn't punch
right,
you.
so-
But I hit you at the side of the head.
So he's sitting across from you, and he goes paff, and all of a sudden at the same time, Klaus from sitting next to you goes bam.
Fine.
If you mention that one more time,
won't.
this is over.
Please keep
I
your
won't.
fucking voice down.
I won't talk about you shooting that.
I stabbed my steak.
I won't say it again. I won't.
This is why Julius is hated in the future.
Am I doing a good job, everyone? Am I doing good?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're doing
good.
great. Julius, you're my best friend.
Yes, and you.
It says on the sheet.
and not Rudolph.
and you were going to let me die.
What?
I was weighing the options and what.
What?
You should
What?
you should take the Baron out of the equation.
I was.
Maybe we should listen to his daughter and help.
But
And
what if
you
he
two
can-
can sort this out with clear minds.
That is. I do agree with it.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna have a
absorbing a lot
hard-
of information right now.
I'm gonna have a hard time smothering him with one hand.
I bite my lip.
I hope
I bite my lip
chloroform
so hard. I bite my lip the hardest I've ever been.
You know what you do? You know what you did with one hand.
There's just. There's just. If I am breaking skin, I am breaking skin. But I am definitely just. Don't say it.
There's nothing in here about destroying these. This
that's
is
not
this is
the-
control. This
it's
is
not
about
the
control and
extent of the
something that's
information.
waiting outside. What's waiting outside?
That is what we don't know, and that is what your brother.
The
could
eternal
find
dance, the ride.
We cut to the carriage room. The professor has been reading the book for.
The bear.
The Baron, sorry, has been reading the book for like 15 minutes. And without looking up, he says, will you bring me the fez?
Not at this time, sir.
But it is in this room.
Which room are we in?
You're in your room, yeah.
Perhaps, huh?
How much does he pay you?
That's none of your business,
I can pay you more.
That's not the point, so
I can give you power.
I don't want it, so.
You've never met Beto. Betos!
Power corrupts, always, so.
We read Lord of the Rings.
It isn't out yet.
Power is a tool. A weapon to be wielded by the mighty.
And it turns on them at just as easily, so. Ask the French nobles about that.
I'm surrounded by cowards and weaklings. It will be a marvel if we're able to actually save the world. I hope that your friend is as stern and strong as I believe he is. And he goes back to reading. And then there's a knock at the door.
I'll go open it.
Okay. There is a woman at the door, dressed in a kimono.
Okay.
And with a
Curveball.
and she has a platter with a steak and a salad on it. And she says, I have brought the Baron's food.
I did say Beto.
Well, Betos, and you said the Baron specifically for the salad.
That's true.
Looking at her, does she, I mean, she's obviously not wearing a veil currently, but she
Right.
about the same, like, shape and size as the woman that I saw previously?
Make an intelligence roll.
Come, Betos.
49 out of 55.
Yeah. I mean, kind of average.
I'll look at her, give her the bland, pleasant smile and say, thank you very much, ma'am.
And she walks back, not towards the dining car.
I'll actually pause and, like, watch to see if I can see where she's
She
going.
goes towards the lounge car,
Not the dining car.
not the dining car. It would be a left to the dining car. It's a right to the
Yeah.
lounge car.
I'm gonna carefully step out into the corridor and click the door close behind me and, like, check the food
Okay.
for any sign of interference with the way that food is prepared.
Inconsistency.
Which I would know intimately.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
It's a chloroform salad. This isn't vinaigrette at all.
Terrible.
Like, if there's
I'd
any-
like to send this back.
Embalming fluid and olive oil.
I mean, if there is any, like, odd smell or if there's an ingredient in the salad that doesn't belong there.
Roll taste tester.
No.
That little nibble.
You don't notice any smells. It doesn't look, I mean, the food doesn't look quite as nice as it usually looks. But it's not like, you know, there's no, like, hole in the steak where someone stuck a syringe in or anything like that you can see.
That I can see.
Yeah.
But, you know, syringe holes tend to be pretty small.
Make me a listen roll.
Syringe Holes was actually my punk band in high school.
77. Anyone mind if I do a reroll?
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
You know,
I believe in you, Betos.
I want to see this plan play out.
Bad.
Oh, god damn it, it's worse.
Excellent.
Fumble?
No.
Okay, everything's fine.
It's an Amy, not an Emma.
Everything's fine.
All right, I'm going to set the food down
In the hallway.
in the hallway in the manner
Yeah.
of, like, a room service.
Yeah. So basically you put it on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go back into the room.
The room is locked.
I have the key. So I'm going to unlock it.
Okay, you unlock it. There's something against the door.
Okay.
He's tossing the room.
Yeah.
Big boy Betos.
Big boy, Beto.
At this point, I'm kind of weighing it out and being like,
Henri would be okay with this.
we can do no wrong according to Henri, and Henri runs this goddamn train. So,
Henri's got our back.
Of course, you could always just go to the bathroom.
I could, but I don't have your key.
Well, Or just down.
Did we lock the door?
Yeah, I imagine you locked it behind you.
No, you would. If we don't want
Yeah.
anyone in our room and we know that
Wait,
you
no,
can get in.
Klaus locked it when near-dead Rudy laid down in the bed.
Yeah, I would do it to protect you.
Yeah.
And I didn't go through our doors.
You went through the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave him alone in there for that long. So I'm going to turn the handle and say very calmly, "You don't want to do this," and slam my shoulder against the door.
Make me a strength roll.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Eat the steak, it'll help.
23 is a hard success.
All right, you the door is now this much open. You can get your head in, and you see him just searching this room, left, right, and center. And he's got the box, and he says, "Locked,
Obviously.
Mensch." Opens this box.
Open the door.
Oh.
He looks at you. He says, "Open the box. Make a power roll."
Oh, he's read a lot of books.
He
Magic.
has 38 out of 40.
All right.
Nice.
There's 1 second where you start to think, "I should open that box," and then you're like, "What the hell?"
I'll just look at him and be like, "Absolutely not, sir."
Ah, you are made of sterner stuff. Round 2?
Fight.
I'm going to very calmly close the door.
All right. That concerns him.
Very calmly close.
Thanos is so cool.
You hear smashing in the room. Almost frantic.
And loud German cursing.
Yeah. You're learning some German words.
Ach, da meine.
I wonder if, I don't know if YouTube has a language filter.
Yeah, oh, I'm
Bet it
sure they
does.
do.
It's made of sterner stuff, sir. It's English.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Make a listen roll.
Then I just dropped.
Come on.
It's fine.
48 out of 60 is a success.
All right, you hear chanting.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm slamming that door back open.
All right, make me a strength roll.
Can we
Get a
hear
running
anything?
start.
Can we
Push
hear
it with the
anything?
running start.
No, probably
do
not.
I get anything for having already gotten it partially open?
You're he's not paying attention.
59 out of 60.
All right, so you can now get your shoulder in. So now you're you're starting to jam in. He has his hand over the box, and he starts to chant, and his hand goes through the box.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and he says, "The English always lose." And he goes in the bathroom.
I'm going to immediately come out,
Yeah, you
close the door,
slam- so-
and run.
Okay.
No, I'm running for the dining car.
Okay, yeah.
Unflappable Beddoes is running.
So there's a porter who's leaning over at the table of the Scottish woman by the door. The door just goes bam, and the porter goes flying. And Beddoes comes running pell-mell up to your table.
What's
He's taking the
Let's get the silverware.
You'll win it.
moves.
yeah, grab a butter knife and run.
All right,
I don't know if I can run yet.
you can't. No,
Yeah.
I take a chicken leg and I start.
Don't worry, Rudy. I've
Can
got
I
this.
power walk? I'm power walking.
You're semi-power walking.
I
So
try.
it's not hard to find him. He's standing in the hallway with the fez in his hand. Says, "It's yours. Take it."
We could have opened the box ourselves. What are you doing?
Do I hear it?
Oh yeah.
What's it saying? Ride the ride.
Ride the
Klaus,
ride.
Klaus, listen to me.
Can you hear it?
This is not the time.
You hear the voice.
This is not scientific.
Has Klaus stopped? Have I caught up?
Yeah,
Am I
you're
going
there. Yeah,
past?
you're there.
I keep walking up.
Are you going to go towards the Baron?
Oh, yeah.
He says, "Do not come any closer, or you might find yourself with some new headgear."
I hold a piece of silver above my head.
Rudy,
Keep your hand at the level of your eyes.
I'll do it.
No. God damn it.
Jawohl.
Am I up to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I'm gonna stab him with a silver knife.
Yes.
With a sub-butter knife.
No. Steak knife.
Steak knife? All right.
Silver steak knife.
Make me, do you have knife?
At a base,
Okay.
I'm sure.
Make me a knife roll. Actually, first make me a spot hidden roll.
It's a tiny sword.
That is
Little one.
Or do you not?
So
do you not care? Are you
the only thing I'm looking on is how can I get an advantage on
Okay,
this?
then no, you don't need to make the roll.
Yeah, the only thing would be like, is his guard down? Is there a place I think I can get a strike?
Okay, no, make the roll.
So if I can get advantage, that's sweet. Otherwise, I'm just pushing it.
All right.
What?
2.
Okay.
Oh.
Several things happen. You hear a woman scream.
I'm not trying to kill him, by the way. This wasn't like face, but it was.
You're throwing a steak knife into his ribs.
I'm not throwing it.
Well,
Stabbing.
He rolled a 2.
Sliding
He should
it
get
in.
to,
Alexandria would have words for you about your imprecision of
He's
language.
killing him softly with this knife. Killing him softly. With no words.
I give him a hug.
You
Why I do it? Because I like him.
You
With your
stab
bad
him.
arm.
I've learned. Oh, I can't do that. I can just do it with my good arm.
You stab him. And oh dear.
Oh no.
He falls down unconscious. Well, I mean, you seem seemingly unconscious. But you stab him and he goes, ah! And he falls backwards, bleeding profusely. And you hear a voice behind you go, Fawza, what have they done?
And I'm going to, icky. Oh, this is a terrible thing. I don't want that fez to move anywhere, so I'm placing the knife.
Make me the three of you, how are you reacting to this stabbing?
I lean over and say, and I'm not allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to.
This guy wants to put a fez on my brother.
Yeah?
There's.
Yeah. And I want.
Here's what I will say about Klaus's brain right now. These are not super flattering things to say about Klaus's brain right now, but I will say it. I rolled to see what his reaction was to him offering the fez, and I rolled pretty badly.
Okay.
So I think that Klaus has made the decision to put the fez on.
Okay.
So I think that
So you're breaking towards the fez.
I'm going for the fez.
Okay. So Klaus is running forward.
Seeing that, Beddoes is going to run interference.
Try and tackle.
Not tackle. I don't want to hurt him. I like him too much for that.
Aw, thank
but
you.
just wrap it, like lean forward, scoop an arm around him, and just hold him against
All right,
me.
so you two are going to have an opposed roll. What is your reaction?
I'm just going to say, scientific process.
Okay.
Hard success on the con roll.
Okay. A napkin comes over your mouth briefly with a really bad smell, but then you just shake it off. And you see a woman in a kimono behind you.
Go get Henri.
I don't.
The porter, he'll help. He'll give medical attention.
You've killed him.
No, I haven't. And I go to like put the silver blade on top of the fez so it doesn't run off.
All right, now we get to this.
It's also, does putting blood on a fez, is that bad?
The blood red fez?
I mean,
Yeah, blood on the
The
blood.
Cthulhu blood red fez?
Does he have the
Putting
blood
blood
of
on
a
it?
prince?
He's,
Is that a prince?
He's a noble, but
I'm
Are
I'm
you
doing it.
Are you summoning Cthulhu right now? This is how you summon Cthulhu,
how we end
Nick.
this show
all right.
early.
So you put the bloody
Nobody gets
knife
the
down on the
journal.
fez.
Yeah, I'm holding it down
Okay.
so it can't scamper.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a second.
Okay.
So you are diving for the fez. You're trying to stop. So I'm going to call this a dex roll for both of you. Opposed.
Okay.
I rolled a 55 for stamping my foot impotently.
Another great skill of Professor.
In a mood. 56 out of 65.
74.
All right. So you, it is clear to you that Beddoes is trying to stop you from getting that fez. And so far, Beddoes is being successful.
Okay.
He's not like wrestling you to the ground, but he's just sort of like, jamming up against you.
Just let me do this, Beddoes.
As you say, let me do this. You put the knife down on this thing. Make me a POW roll.
I don't want to
Power roll.
Oh, I can't get thrown into the roof
We
or
still
the ceiling.
We still have 2 bits.
2 hit points.
Yeah,
We have 3.
No, 3 coins. Sorry,
Oh, but if I crit fumble again,
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm just going to be like throwing up blood.
I mean,
Don't.
No, I made that.
Okay.
41.
So you are holding the fez down.
Yeah.
The blood disappears.
Shit.
Well, I'm sure that's fine.
He is a prince.
And
He is a prince.
The blood disappears, and you get the weirdest feeling that you are the only thing holding this fez on the ground.
Bados, get the box.
Fucking sick. It's locked. It has to be unlocked.
Ilsa is down by her father, and she's like, Father, Father. She's in German. She's saying, Father, Father, speak to me. And
I understand all of that.
oh yeah. And the Baron just goes,
You did kill him with a knife.
you rolled an odd 2.
So, but it's a knife.
Alexandria would like to have a word.
You still. It was a gut. Like, that's not going to kill someone.
You went for the ribs.
Well, I went a little high.
With an ought to.
I was nervous.
You hit the heart and lungs.
And so now Ilsa's just crying. Are you still trying to get to the fez?
Yes, I'm like, I can fix this. If I can get to the fez, I can
All right.
fix this.
That is
when
not going
the
to
blood
fix anything.
goes into the fez, you hear a voice in your head say, halfway. All we need is the carriage.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
Why did I do the things I did?
Because it makes things happen.
That's the episode title.
He wasn't a prince. Barons aren't princes.
Noble blood.
It doesn't count.
Does so.
Gotta meet no.
On the plus side, Cthulhu hasn't shown up yet, so
Yes.
That is a very good point. Also, like, all of this just could be like, simile and metaphor. So we don't know it needs to be a literal prince.
You're like, well, we don't actually speak Arabic.
Yeah. I'm doing this through Turkish here. Like,
it says Pasha. I don't even know if that is really a
I mean,
prince.
this is mostly like internal, like.
I mean, I don't know. So
Rudy is sweating.
If
Yeah.
if Klaus is aware of what Rudy did,
See, it's not just me.
I've done this multiple times. Names mean nothing.
I call them the Klaus brothers, so
yeah, right. So
Klein.
I think that if I'm aware of what Rudy did, there's like an element of like I can stop this, but also it's
So how aware are you of anything but the fez right now?
probably not a lot, actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah.
I think it's just I rolled bad earlier. I think that it's just like
It's kind of like, not to steal
Yeah.
an imagery from another thing, but when Frodo only sees the ring, that's kind of like you with the fez. Like everything around you is sort of in this weird rotoscope.
can I say that my yelling of the scientific process has some bearing on this?
You could try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
let's,
I think that, like, foremost, like, we are scientists.
Yeah.
And however, humorous it was for me to be impotent, I do
Yeah.
think that, like.
All right, so make a sanity roll. And actually, first, make me a social skill roll.
Social skill.
Offer me a
roll.
social skill.
Offer you a social skill.
So those are
astronomy.
charm, fast talk, intimidate.
Charm. Nope.
You put that fez down.
Fast talk.
There's another one. Isn't there?
35 fast talk. Can I yell at him in German?
I mean, German does have like that spitty flavor.
Yeah. Linguistics.
I love that German has a whole specific case just for commands.
It feels like you turned a critical success into a critical fumble.
That's what I do.
well, he's done the opposite. Sometimes fumbles have turned out in our favor.
It's gonna be fast talk.
Okay.
This is 35.
Yeah, all right.
I may ask for a
So
token.
if you make, they're gonna roll. Klaus is gonna roll sanity
Pronouns.
no matter what.
Okay.
But if you make this roll, then Klaus is gonna get advantage.
Okay. Oh, 18.
All right, so you have advantage on this sanity roll.
Okay.
You have a bonus die.
Okay.
Yeah, don't bring that term there.
Damn it. Yeah, I make it.
Oh, sorry.
The other one, it was a 98 and a 28.
Well, that's a fumble. Oh, but the 28, yeah.
Yeah.
So you, the fez is still calling to you. But
Scientific method.
The world around you starts to color in and become more perceptible so that the fez is not the only thing in the world. It's just the most important thing in the world.
Klaus, please. We must do this as men of science.
And then I see the Baron on the ground and Rudy holding a bloody knife.
Actually, the
No,
knife
it's
is
not
pretty
a-
much lodged in here.
No, because he's using
It's
the
used.
knife.
Oh, it's on the hat. That's
And
right.
it's not a bloody knife.
Yeah, and the knife has no blood on it. That's right.
It's halfway.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming out of the Baron.
Spilling into the hat, and the mouth is like yummy,
Yum, 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 yum,
yummy
yum,
prince
yum.
blood.
The blood,
Rudy-
it's not gotten to that point yet. It's not-
Can Rudy with a hand try and stop the blood flow with? Oh no, he can't use his other arm.
Also, Ilsa would not love you like
Putting a finger
touching.
in it.
Yeah,
No, but he's
little Dutch boying her father.
Rudolph is like dying inside, watching him die.
Well, the
He did
Baron
not-
died, so you know.
No, he can still be resuscitated. It's so good. It's so good. You can turn this
1890s
around.
medicine.
Maybe if you wear the fez.
They got an AD in here, right?
I'm having.
I don't think the Fez has that power.
No, we didn't. Scientific method. I didn't read anything about bringing people back to life.
Not.
If you turn him into a zombie.
Yeah, that's not the goal.
Then he's just gonna try and eat her.
Yeah.
Klaus, it's not time yet. We still need time to study this.
We killed man.
We-
Another.
We didn't. Your brother did.
Klaus, make me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Throwing you under the bus, buddy.
I am under the bus. Rudy feels like shit right now.
All right, you killed the only man that knew that alphabet.
Oh fuck.
I have to bring
Sorry,
it back.
Tom.
I have to bring it back. I have to bring it back.
Wait, there's no way.
I can't read it without the fez. Just let me put on the fez. And I'm gonna keep trying.
No, that's
Absolutely
a
not.
super good point about the language, and I think that
You pick up the fez.
Julius Smith walks over and puts the fez on his head.
You're not gonna get a lot of resistance from Rudolph.
So-
He's-
You will get some resistance
So,
from Beta.
well,
but
you're
I'm still
busy
between-
wrestling with him.
I'm between them.
You're wrestling him to the ground at this point because that's how you're going to stop him from getting.
I'm
to the
going
fez.
to like the realization that like the knowledge is gone, like dawns on Smith. He's going to like deliberately step over this, reach down, take the knife off. And,
Actually,
like,
you just pull it out from the knife, and it almost like floats up.
okay, and then I'm going to.
So you make
No, I'm into it. I'm into it.
make me a dex roll, Beddoes.
Careful about yelling in my ear, please.
I'm sorry.
I don't see any other way.
oh, this is all my fault.
84.
It always is. It always is. You know, I always say Amy's my muse. You're my muse.
Oh, no, that's the wrong guy.
So I'm gonna take the hat and
All right.
and I'm going
It
to.
fits.
Well, hold on. So I take the hat and like right before I say Klaus. Are you sure?
Yes.
Beddoes is like, no! You're trying to get in the way.
Yeah.
You said yes too fast.
I'm so sorry. And I put the hat on.
Okay. You are wearing a fez. There's no pain. There's no instant lightning bolt of intelligence.
I'm like studying his face.
It
like,
feels like you're wearing a hat.
what's going on?
And then a voice in your head says, read the book.
I need the book.
Yes.
The book's in the other room. Better just let him go, please.
Touch the prince.
I can't
Prince?
hear it.
It said, yeah, there's a voice saying, touch the prince.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Can I
what?
help him? Can I help him?
Yes.
Who? What are you talking about?
Let me get to the Baron.
Klaus.
Let me get to the Baron.
Why?
So Klaus is like walking towards the Baron with a hand out.
I'm gonna. That's too princely. I think I'm smart enough to understand.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
that deal is.
it's just telling me what to do.
He's a prince, Klaus.
No,
He's a prince.
It's will. It's will.
Yes. Use
I
your
do-
force of will.
I do need the book, though.
Yes, we'll get the book. Let Beddoes
You
go
hear-
into the book, please.
You hear
Beddoes has stepped back and
Yeah.
watching this whole scene just absolutely stone-faced.
Beddoes, why aren't you doing anything? We need to get him to the book.
Klaus, can you save him?
I don't know, but if I touch him, it might be the step to the outside, which I don't want to do.
Don't want that.
Rudolph will get up and get out of the way.
I'm going
Rudy,
to help. I'm going to help.
I'm sorry. The book.
I'll take him to the boat.
Ilsa's like, can you help him?
If we can, my dear, we will, but we must get to the book first.
If you can save my father, if you can bring my father back, what kind of monster walks away from that?
No, but we can with the book. Now just leave us alone. Klaus.
Get me. Yes.
And I help him. I walk.
All right. She just is like swearing at you in German.
I'm like handling
And I
Klaus
understand it.
like the button to the atomic bomb. You know, I'm just like.
All right, you both have a very uncomfortable step past Beddoes.
Yeah.
Who's just like standing in the hallway, just dead
I'm
staring.
completely avoiding like eye contact. Completely. I'm.
Just like burning holes.
Oh, I feel it. Oh, I feel it. I feel it in here. I feel it in here. Okay. I didn't shoot a guy. I'm just saying that.
No, you've done worse.
I didn't say that. Dane.
I didn't shoot him.
So the voice says, with the book, we can take control.
What is it saying, Klaus? Is it speaking to you?
Yeah, it says with the book we can take control. But that's not what I want.
No.
It's my will. I am the carriage.
Remember what we are here for. Save the world.
Save the world.
We must
You
save the world.
save him.
I'm trying, Rudy.
Yes.
Uh,
Concentrate on the book.
yes.
Concentrate on your will.
So
Yes.
you're walking, you're just walking.
I'm trying to get to the book because
Yeah,
I think
you're-
if I have a better understanding of this, then if
So you
there's-
leave the hallway, you go back in your room. Oh, it's locked. You go into your room.
Okay.
Through the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm-
Go around.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he get out if it's locked? Didn't he open it?
You can open a door with it still being locked.
Yeah. From the inside.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he came out through their door, right? So the path is open.
That's true. That door is open. So you
Okay.
go in there.
The path is open.
Regardless, you are now in your room or that room, whichever one you want to
What
be
is
in.
it saying to you?
Oh, the book's in the other room.
It says it wants. I don't trust it.
Of course not.
But
Focus on that.
Yes, but
I can
Take
hear
control.
Well, I think it's good that we have an understanding.
Yes, of course we have an
You
understanding.
understand nothing.
Well, then
But I will teach you.
then teach me.
I can't teach you
Open the
anything,
book.
Klaus.
I'm not talking to you, Julius.
What? Oh, the book.
I'm talking to the feds that you
Yes.
put on my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that some shade? Is that a little bit of shade?
with my consent, I did say yes. So no shade on this point.
A little shade.
There may be a little bit.
Rudolph still blames you.
I know you do. I know you do.
It's not shade from Beddoes, it's nightfall.
So
It's black. Zero dark 30.
I'm going to open the book with the full intention of if I can save this man, I will. But
To save him, you have but to touch him.
and then what does that do? Brings you from the outside?
I am already here
With me?
with you.
So what does touching him do?
Protects his knowledge.
This feels like a monkey's paw situation. I don't know if that story has come out yet, but
I'm sure that's an old
Tale as old as
the
time.
monkey's paw.
oh, okay. Well, that's not a great sign.
What do you think the monkey was wearing?
There's a one-armed monkey with a fez going, I hate that story.
Tries to shake its fist, but there's nothing there.
will you protect the knowledge by keeping him alive?
He must be alive.
Can you do it? Klaus, can you bring the Baron back from life?
This seems wild. I don't know if a psychology roll is appropriate. Is this a Cthulhu mythos roll?
Sure, I think Cthulhu
Make a psychology roll, you fool!
This isn't psychology.
Yeah, you
Who's
can't
this
make a
thing?
psychology roll on something this alien.
I'm gonna try.
Psychology doesn't tell you if a hat is lying to you.
Yeah, but Cthulhu mythos.
But Cthulhu
Nice.
mythos will, at the very least, tell you it's a hat that's talking to you.
That gentle gnawing on your skull, you can tell it's not being truthful.
Oh, I got a 20.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So if I used 13
Jesus.
luck.
Which
You're going to need that luck to bring him back to life.
I'm Ezra Denny, and I approve this message.
No, we still got another episode. Burn it all in the last episode.
Okay.
All right,
I don't get it.
I mean, the hat. It just is like he must be alive. You have the power. You can save him.
Can you save him?
It says I can, and it says he must be alive. Which is weird, but
Ask him.
So we're all in agreement?
Ask him if he is a prince. Ask the hat if the Baron is a
he's a
prince.
prince. The Baron,
The Baron is a prince.
from your perspective.
He is of royal blood.
We'll bring.
But I don't know if we're doing the ritual. Oh god, this is bad.
We are not. There is no ritual performed.
Okay.
He says there's
You
no
have
ritual.
not. You have not learned. You have not read the book.
I haven't read the book. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
try.
yes.
I'm gonna try.
Yes.
All right. Ilsa is like trying to like pick her father up as you.
This big bulk of a man.
Like now, so now Beddoes is standing in the doorway and kind of just lets you.
Excuse
you let
me.
them by. Is that?
Excuse me.
I have been outvoted and run roughshod. I'm not stopping them anymore.
All right.
Let them run themselves to hell.
All right. Beddoes will be here to clean it up as always.
And you know we will.
Yes.
You a player, no? We will.
You like walk forward and you're like, I guess I just put my hand. I don't know how you.
I mean, I think I'll put my hand on the wound.
Okay.
Just start playing with his mustache.
You put your hand on the wound and the blood starts to disappear. And it seems to be going back into him.
Yes, it's
And
working.
the wound is closing up. And Ilsa's just like, Gott im
Amazing.
Himmel, was hier passiert?
We told you it was real.
And all of a sudden, a little bump is starting on his head.
My inner guts.
A bump?
A little bump is starting on his head.
A bump?
Are you turning him into a thrall?
No, you are.
Don't do it. Take your hands off.
And all of a sudden, the professor sits up with a fez on his head and looks at you
mean
and
the Baron?
The Baron, damn it. The Baron sits up and looks at you and says, "What is your command?"
For you to have free will.
I don't know what that is.
Idiots.
God, if that wasn't. All right, and we cut there.
Order him to be a loving father.
We cut there. The camera
Oh no.
pulls back. We see the Orient Express racing towards Budapest. The lights of the train slowly receding. The camera swoops over and swoops in to France. And we see another train, a more modern looking train. Say a train from 1923.
We're back.
And the camera zooms into the lounge car of the Orient Express. For the podcast listeners, and for they're helping their keeper out by switching their nameplates back to their old nameplates. And we see Erna reading the diary as the conductor knocks on your door and says, "Pardon, we have arrived at Gare Ost. This is Paris for your stay."
What is his name?
This guy's name is not Henri.
Henri Jr.
Henri says,
Henri.
H.
We saved him. Give him back.
We don't know that yet.
This is like, it's like
Erna-
Saving Private Ryan. Just old Henri.
Erna will look up from the journal and say, Henri?
No, I am Pierre.
Oh. Sorry, I was invested.
I think we could
Where are we?
use a break.
But this is your stop. Your luggage will be brought to you at the station.
But I'm not finished.
Well, you can just read it later.
Oh, no, I
no
am
need
in
to-
the middle of... He just put on the fez.
Well, it's fine. You can just.
Uncle Woody,
This is the sort of thing, right, where we can we can't go home, but we can't stay here, so we can get our luggage
Take it with you. Use a
and go
bookmark.
to.
oh yes, I have a little ribbon
Yeah,
on the journal that Dr. Smith put in.
I always
So
wondered what those were for.
Oh, honey.
Reggie's back.
I forgot how dumb you were.
What? What do you mean? Can I have a scotch for the road?
You are leaving the train, oui?
Yeah.
For the road.
For the road, I'd like to walk in scotch.
No.
There will be alcohol
You
at
go
the
to.
hotel.
There are many bars
Fine.
in Paris that you can go to.
But
that
when
are
you're
not
just
here.
such a. I mean.
What? My name's Charlie. What are you on about?
Right. Charlie. I don't know why I said that.
I
No
had
one
the
does.
weirdest dream, and you were there.
Reggie, are you feeling quite all right?
I'm just thirsty, okay?
How much time passed? If we were
You were
hours.
on the train for 4 hours.
Oh,
Couple hours.
but I haven't had enough time to finish.
You'll be able to finish later. It's just a book.
No, I have to finish it now. Or there are important things that I need to know in here.
We'll get to the hotel, and then you can post up in there, and you can read to your heart's content.
And that's okay?
That's all right.
You all will be all right without me?
What? Of course.
Probably not, but we'll do.
But
we'll
you'll
do
be
what-
all right. And you'll keep an eye on...
I'll do my best.
I think Erna with a new knowledge, like said Rudy.
Wow, he's killed a lot of people.
I mean,
No wonder the gala didn't bother him.
no, this was more understandable. Yes.
Really good. It's a good thing that we didn't burn it.
It's a journal, yeah. No, these are...
Was
this-
it?
Yeah, you know exactly what's in that book.
Yeah.
You've spent what 30 years trying to forget one thing in that book, and you haven't forgotten
One
anything.
thing in that book.
Anything.
Even one thing.
All the
At least
things,
one
yeah.
thing.
Alright.
Let's go to
What's
the hotel.
going on? You seem like shaken.
Well, it's just that I've learned a lot about my father was a much bigger flirt than I thought.
Oh, is there sexy things in that book? Maybe I
he
could
just,
read it.
I mean,
No, he was more of an anything with two legs.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, what was that?
what did you say about Papa?
Professor, what are you trying to
He
say?
was a wonderful brother. Is a wonderful brother.
Yes.
I don't need a
Anyway,
psychology roll for that, do I?
Nope.
it's all right. I want to talk to you about this, but I want to finish this first. So I will go and I will read the rest of this, and then I will impart what I read, and none of you will get into any trouble without me, right?
Of course not. And if we do,
Foreshadowing.
I've got a lot of money, and money fixes all problems.
Yes. Yes.
So you get a room at the
room?
Well, you get several rooms at the Fleur de Lis, a lovely hotel on the Champs-Élysées, and it is a you have all the way down the Arc de Triomphe. You can is there, and Paris, the city of lights, amazing. And we'll find out what the three of you get up to in Paris next time, which will be
The
the
24th.
24th of February. And again, unfortunately, Pooja won't be with us because, she's getting paid to say words other people wrote. Which,
Instead of these weird things that we come up with on the fly.
With passion and vim and vigor.
yes.
Yes.
Not in that order.
I get to be the only sensible person in this group. God help me.
I can be sensible.
I bet the end of the diary is, and
From a
Beddoes killed
perspective.
them all.
Well, we know
No.
we know the end of the diary. The Frenchman always wins.
Oh, God, we don't even know who that is.
So we're going to have a conversation after dark about something, because I just had a terrible idea. There you go. That's a reason to become a Patreon.
Yeah.
You get to
You get all the early stuff.
That's right.
Assuming, of course, that Ezra doesn't change his mind in the next week.
True.
Which is possible.
I'll probably take a shower in that time, and that's
Yep.
where I get all my.
It's not just pants-based content.
There's more.
Yeah, no, it's shower thoughts and walking with Rachel thoughts.
There you go.
An angry dessert rant.
I was walking with Rachel. An angry dessert. Yeah, other angry dessert rants. Yes.
A Walking in Memphis reference?
That was a walking in
Wow.
Memphis reference.
Wow.
The only CD I've ever run over with a car.
Intentionally?
Yeah.
With his blue suede shoes.
Ma'am, I am tonight. So,
Take us home.
thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, your mission. It's not a challenge, it's a mission. It's a calling.
A directive.
Just imagine you have a fez on your head that's telling you to comment a timestamp of your favorite moment into today's episode. He said, writing exactly what Thomas typed. We're working, we're getting to 10,000 YouTube subscriptions, and you can be part of the team. Ride the ride. You can be a carriage.
Be the carriage. Hashtag be the carriage. Hashtag be the carriage.
Hashtag be the carriage.
Because everyone's using hashtags so much these days.
The kids love the hashtag.
love the hashtag.
But you can be, wow, part of the team. So don't forget, Monday, we've got Golden Vault. They're back. Redacted Reports is back with a play that no one should watch.
Or put on.
Or put on. Well, yeah.
Actually, I'm in that play.
That is
Oh, wow.
That is a
actors. Don't go to rehearsal.
That would be the one
It's
play
a
I'd have to go
lesbian
to.
comedy in Carcosa.
I'm into
I mean,
it.
that'd be interesting. John Wick, get on that.
So you've got plenty of entertainment there, and we'll be back on February 24th with an increasingly an increasing number of bad ideas. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you so much, friends, for your comments, for your bits, your coins. We so appreciate your support. Thanks for following us to YouTube, and we will see you in a little while. Goodbye, Internet friends.
Bye.
See you later.